Hello and welcome to the Only and Early Access podcast, where we waste all of our bits on a pre-show that never gets recorded. So there will be
Yeah,
no bits for the rest of this episode, unfortunately. Insert megamind here. What? No bits?
no bits.
Megamind, no bits. Instantly typing. Is that what he's called? Please tell me that's what his act. I've never seen that movie. Is he called
Yes, it's
Megamind?
called
Okay.
Megamind. I know exactly what you're referencing. It is Megamind.
my
You're
my
okay.
brain just
Your
like had an
credibility
out.
on the internet is safe. You are fine.
My brain just
You're
like had a little bit of anxiety, and I was like, I've never seen the movie. What if he's not actually called Megamind, and I just like misheard it and have just been saying it wrong for like 10 years? I don't know
it's
how
called
old
Mega
that movie
Mike,
is.
motherfucker. Get it
Mega
right.
Mike, Mega Mike, Mega Mike. Mega Mike, it's just like Megamind, but it's a white guy with like a shitty goatee, and he's holding like a Coors Light with like a fucking Washington Eagles hat on, slanted sideways.
We can't. We said there was going to be. You said there was going to be no bits this podcast, and we've
Yeah, bitch, I
already.
lied. I do it all the time. Oh, you can't stop me. I'm Mega Mike.
You're not Mega Mike. You're not Mega Mike. Oh.
Oh my god. Oh, fucking Christ. Alright. It's like,
Welcome to
what?
Only Early Access, a podcast where we talk about video games and other sorts of media.
Yeah,
Uh,
like Mega Mike. Mega Mike is like so cursed. Like I'm visualizing the art for it in my head so perfectly, and it's
no,
like some freak I'd make in a character creator.
no.
Like
Mega Mike
it's
takes on Elden
it's just
Ring. He takes
it's
on
just a shitty
Bloodborne.
white dude in a wife beater, except he has Megamind's head shape.
Oh god, it's so
He looks like Homie, Homie looks like if you turn the fucking like forehead depth all the way up on the character creator.
Here's the thing. You can look this up. Tech in the movie Megamind, he technically has a disguise thing that he
Oh
uses, and one of them he
no.
turns into
Oh
human to
no.
look human. So there is like human Megamind or whatever you want to call it. Like
Human
there is a
Megamind.
disguise of him, but he's
There
not
is
nowhere near as bad
human
as you're
Megamind.
making it out to be. Nowhere near as bad.
Yo, I don't know, that cranium be getting in gravitational orbit in. I could land a B-52 on his Mega Mike forehead. I've got tears in my eyes already. Mega Mike was definitely a January 6th, by the way.
Oh fuck. Here. I found it. I found it. Here's what his disguise is supposed to look like. See, nothing is bad. See,
What do you mean? Look at the
oh my
size of his
god.
head! he
Oh my
looks
god.
like if
Okay.
a Conehead was
All
auditioning
right.
for America's
Uh,
Got Talent.
all right. We're gonna start off. Oh fuck.
Oh god. Look at this fucking freak.
On it. On
Look
it.
at this motherfucker. This guy looks like he's gonna be in a
Oh,
commercial
fuck.
on YouTube for PragerU. Like, what the fuck?
Oh jeez. Oh,
Oh, shout out PragerU. I'm really fucking tired of seeing your goddamn racist ads every time I'm trying to watch a fucking YouTube video.
yeah.
I like that it's so prevalent that you immediately understood what I was talking about.
Yeah, no, yeah. That's
Dude, they must have a fuck ton of ad money. It's all just I swear to God, the last, 3 weeks of YouTube for me, every ad is PragerU. Sometimes it's the same PragerU ad 3 times in a row. And I'm just like, I get it! You were at January 6th, alright? That's my new way of being toxic on the internet to make me be, less toxic in a hurtful way, is that I just
Mhm.
accuse people of being at January 6th.
You know what?
I
Fair.
get on the call. I'm gonna if I get the new Call of Duty, I'm gonna hop in the lobby and be like, that's real January 6th energy,
Six
David.
is you. You're giving me January 6
It's,
vibes.
it's giving me, you've heard of it's giving Boss Baby vibes. Allow me to enlighten you with the power move of it's giving January 6 vibes, David, and I don't like it. Mega Mike, he's giving January 6
January 6th
vibes.
vibes.
He wasn't there, but he funded it. But he was also there. He's just out in the 5-star restaurant eating foreign imported food, even though he hates immigrants. Mega Mike. Okay, all right.
Okay. We gotta move on. We're gonna get stuck here.
We're gonna get stuck
Oh
with
my
Mega
god.
Mike.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Someone, I need some brave listener out there. Here's your homework for this episode. I need you to take various shots of Megamind and Megamind in his human disguise here, of which I'm now always going to refer to as a Megamike, by the way. And I need you to just take these, and I need you to Where's Waldo style esque, poorly don't spend too much effort on this. Minimal time, please. I want you to do this on your lunch break in 5 minutes max. Photoshop him into pictures and footage of January 6th, please. Preferably next to the weirdo with the buffalo hat. Thanks. Good luck at that, fam. I keep a sharp eye out. Do we have a solid listener base now? Keep a sharp eye out. I will be marking the fuck off the next episode if I be like, I saw him. He was there. He was at January 6th. Megamind 2 got canceled because he was at January 6th. Oh god. Oh my god.
Welcome to the podcast, people. Welcome to only an early access. We talk about video games.
You said that so dejectedly. Man.
So what are we gonna talk about now? Do we just cancel the podcast? Do we just stop here?
No. It's fine. It's fine. We were not at January 6th, so the show gets to go on. Thank God. Oh. Although with your skin color, I don't think you would have lasted long in that crowd. Anyway, no offense, buddy. They would have been like, wait a minute.
Hey, I'm white passing.
No, you're not. I've seen pictures of you. No, you're not. No, you're not. Never in my
am.
life. No, absolutely fucking not, sir. With all due respect and love in the world, and I mean this with this is a compliment. There's no goddamn way I would ever take one look at you and think you're white. And this is a compliment. You do not pass for white. You might be white, I don't know, but motherfucker, I'm white. Okay? I am the ghost of Christmas queer is past over here. Fucking Saint Translucent if I stand out in the fucking sun too long. You're
Oh, you're literally the sparkling in the sun vampires from. Okay, I gotcha.
I'm way cooler than any of those losers.
I mean, cool. Yeah.
Also, I would have chosen the very clear butch lesbian with the baseball cap in that movie.
I think I know it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that one's definitely gay. Anyway, this is a podcast about video games, movies, and sometimes other shit, including making fun of the conservative collective, which is also just really easy and kind of like my baseball as a queer person. And I'm batting 100 Ken Griffey Jr. I don't actually know if he played baseball. I just know he's some kind of sports guy. So we'll just have to move on. You ready to talk about video games?
I think I am.
Yeah? You sure? You want to talk about Mega Mike a little more?
No. I'm good. I'm good.
Seriously, someone please just poorly Photoshop Megamind Where's Waldo style into the January 6th posters, please. Thank you. Anyway, we played some video games. It is the month of July. It is 2026. Can you believe that? It's 2026.
Yeah, no, I can believe it.
Yeah, kind of weird. Um, so I've been playing some stuff. I'll go first.
Okay.
Marathon continued. I've put in probably another 100 something hours at least. Um, I love the game. They've made some choices lately that I'm kind of like about. I know that their current like temp mode, experimental mode, the PvE only mode, which is like a
Mm-hmm.
roguelike with its own progression, and it like isn't feeding heavily into the other modes, only a little bit into that if you really grind it out. Tripled the
Yeah.
player base, but that's already been falling off, and that might be just for the temp mode's existence. There are rumors and swirlings of somewhere in season 3 we're getting a permanent PvE mode. Whether it's this or a variation of it, we don't know. We don't even know if that's true. Player base is kind of dwindling and has been, so there. And
Mm,
then recently they put out the change where all audio on crew and prox chat is recorded and held
yes.
for at least 35 days
5 days.
minimum.
Yes.
And a lot of people are not okay with that. Like, I think the 35 days is a little egregious. Like,
It is, I think,
when
egregious.
no
35
other
days is
studio,
egregious.
no other company in the world in the video game industry is recording all the time and holding it for more than a day. Not a single other one. I checked. Not a single other one. This is like
Okay.
a wild escalation of something that's only been remotely tried. Because there is like we like, yes, you want to monitor, you want to have voice chat be healthy and stuff, but at the same time, I've watched a lot of sci-fi movies, and when we start monitoring all audio all the time, this leads us down dark roads, right? And in an industry where we're already often on those dark roads, I'm not like, I love Bungie, I love their games, I love this game, I'm a Sony fangirl. Fuck that. I do not trust either of you to hold that audio. Like,
Yeah.
I fucking mark out for these companies all the time. I don't want you to hold my audio, I'm gonna be honest. I still want the cool game, and I want it to be good, but I don't want you to have that much of my voice for, oh, that's just, it's crazy. And prox
It is
chat,
crazy.
prox chat, I'd be willing to let slide. I can understand why. Crew chat doesn't make sense to me. The only people ever in my crew are people I invited. Or the other feature they have that I don't like is like, if you fill even one slot or two slots, it'll auto keep the crew together unless you leave. And I don't like that. Um, Other than that, gameplay continues to be amazing. Every other aspect of it continues to be amazing. And even though I don't really fuck with the endgame content because I just kind of don't like it, I really enjoy just playing the maps that I like. Um,
Mhm.
Obviously, with the endgame content being very much Bungie, almost too stimulating, like, and everyone runs it and of course treats it like Destiny raids, so the people that run it know it like the back of their hand, and they run that and only ranked, and then they run outposts, and it's like me trying to learn any of that. It's just annoying because now I'm just getting killed by people that basically run the raid nonstop because they have no lives and complain there's no content and don't even have fun, and I'm like, okay. So it's having some struggles in this industry, in this day and age. Realistically, I can definitely see this game not existing by the time the year is out, just because it is losing its player base rapidly.
Mhm.
And so far, nothing has really had a permanent increase to that. Um, we'll see what shakes out with it. I've lost a lot of people that were playing it with me all the time with this audio update. And so that sucks. It's like hard divided the player
Yeah.
base. And I also genuinely don't think it's going to make a damn bit of difference for the better, because we already have the option to report people for audio harassment, abuse, or whatever, like in every fucking game ever that has any kind of in-game chat, right? Whether it's text or audio, we have systems to report this.
I mean, yes.
Bungie
That
is,
I
no,
think.
hold
I
on, hold
think.
on, hold on, hold
Mhm.
on, though. No, my point's like fucking valid as fuck here. This
Okay.
does not help Bungie at all. All you have done is create a massive increase in the amount of data on reports, and you still have to go through all those, and now you have a smaller staff than ever. And you're going to add 35 days of all crew chat, all prox chat, even with a game with a dwindling player base. That is a massive amount of data. There's a reason no company records for this long, holds the audio for that long, because it has to be stored somewhere. Like, that adds up a lot. And you're talking multi-platform. Like, Bungie simply does not have the fucking resources to handle their like shit right now. That's why the content pipeline for this game has been relatively slow, which has been mostly okay, but it is causing the game to lose players because people are like that. You add in this, it's like you already can't keep up with the reports coming in from all the systems you already had in place. You never could. Now you're adding something that's going to increase the amount of data that has to be looked at for any kind of reports to verify shit by a staggering untold like amount. Like, it's gonna make dealing with bullshit that might happen or might not happen take even longer. And it's encroaching in like a weird way on people's privacy and stuff. Like, you're escalating the amount of work just to like verify one harassment claim and whether it's valid or not by such a staggering amount that I don't think it's gonna help at all. I don't think it's gonna fucking help a thing. Also, like, people could just get around it with like Discord or console party chats, completely get around it. And all it really does is hurt prox chat because a lot of people are not going to use it now because they feel like this is too far, a step too far. And I get that. I kind of feel like that, but I hardly use prox chat anyway in these games. I just kind of kill people.
Mhm.
But yeah, I genuinely think that like with the size Bungie's at now, this is kind of a weird move because I don't see how it's gonna help you moderate anything better because it's just gonna make shit take more time than ever to verify, and you can't keep up with it now. We can already report people for harassment on comms or whatever. We've been able to do that since comms have been a thing in any game ever. Like, this isn't new. It's not helping now when we put those reports out most of the time because you don't have the resources to keep up with what you had. All you did was increase what you have to go through now. Like, unless they have a whole separate team for just that, like, there's no way they can keep up with this. Also, like, it's a weird move considering that like Sony's trying to slim their spending down where they can, and they've shut down, like Destiny ended abruptly because Sony's trying to cut losses where they can.
Mhm.
The cost of storing all audio used in the entire game's prox and crew chat across all platforms for 35 days? That's a lot of storage. That like audio files be fucking big. Like, I don't know, like, this decision doesn't make sense with the limited, less than ever resources they have when they're already struggling in a lot of ways. And the content pipeline for this game has been a drip feed that probably is only hurting it. And I fucking love this game, but I'm looking at this decision, looking at the storm that's brewed up around it, and I'm kind of honestly on the fence about it. I kind of like see both sides. I'm not sure where I land because, like, really only the crew chat part bothers me because that's like people I know IRL. You don't need to record that. Like, those are my friends. Those are people that I'm close to. That's kind of weird that you're just recording us. But I can get around it. But I know a lot of people like prox chat, and then some people like 35 days. It's just way too long and they're hard out. A lot of people have
Yeah, yeah.
uninstalled. And even if it could help, you just don't have the resources. I genuinely believe they don't have the resources to handle this amount of like data that's now going to exist on every single report of a thing about audio on top of what was already there, and we're already struggling. And I feel like this is just, I feel like we are like teetering on the edge of a couple more things happening, and this game's being killed before the year's out. And I really don't want to see that, but I've watched a lot of games die in the last like 10 years. I feel like I've watched more games die than in my entire life. You probably feel the same at this point.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
really don't want this one to die, but I've learned to read the room a little bit and see the signs, and I'm like, okay, there's a world where this doesn't last more than this year. Very realistically possible.
Mhm.
And at that point, I don't know what happens, Because like
I have an
Sony
idea of
owns
what's
Bungie.
gonna happen
They
if
they could
if
just
Marathon
like
just shuts down.
they could just get rid of everyone at Bungie, close Bungie down. But like, guess what? Sony owns all your IPs.
Yep.
Marathon, Destiny, like Marathon probably will never come back, or you will get like a crazy wild Marathon single player 20 years from now, and we'll be like, oh fuck, that's right, they own this. One of those kind of things. What'll
Yeah.
most likely happen is if this one shuts down, Bungie as we know it's probably shut down, and Marathon and Destiny go in the cooler storage for IPs, and somewhere down the line, a studio that's not Bungie is going to get to take the reins. That's your best outcome, I think, at this point, if it
And even with
closes
that
down.
outcome, you have the fact that people are gonna be like, it's not from Bungie, it's not made by the same people of Bungie, so it's not gonna be like as good as it should be, and
See,
like
that's the
and they're
thing.
probably
That's
gonna
the
have
thing,
like
though. Like,
yeah.
I think if we're talking that hypothetical, I think I agree with you if they try to bring it back too soon. I think if you wait long enough, there's enough love for that name, the name Destiny, that if, because like, Sony's not stupid. They know that Destiny 3 could make money. Obviously. The question is not about whether Destiny 3 can make money initially off like pre-orders. Of course it will. It's Destiny, right? Like sales
Yeah.
are going to be good at first. It's the long term and the cost of making just a Destiny 3. Like I I do not doubt that like if Bungie ends up dying here as we know them, that we will see something of these IPs somewhere else someday. And that could be for better or worse. You never really
Yeah.
know with that kind of thing. Perfect case in point. The Fable game coming out by the fucking studio that makes the Forza games is looking incredible. It looks like an incredible Fable game. Never in a million years did I think I would say that, okay? Like,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about Forza. And that, when I first heard that's the studio getting Fable, I was like, okay. And then, like, every time I see anything of it, I'm like, this looks incredible. It looks like the best Fable ever made. What the fuck? Okay. Maybe the weird car studio can do other things. But either way, we're kind of in this murky area with Marathon now where its future is uncertain. And with it, Bungie. So that'll be something I'm gonna, as someone that's playing Marathon and keeping up with the news, I'm gonna keep a sharp eye on. But
Mhm.
it's hard to guess at this point. We are very much deep in the weeds right now of like what is the future of this game, and also what is the future of this studio. If this game gets closed, I firmly believe not a single person there is going to keep their job. I
Oh
think the
yeah,
whole
no.
thing goes on ice.
I'm pretty sure it's just gonna all go down. Yeah.
So we'll see. But this be the way of things sometimes these days. So that's
Yeah.
been a little annoying to watch it happen because I genuinely think the
Oh yeah,
studio's
it's
got a lot of
disheartening.
heart and
Yeah.
merit. And I like Destiny for the most part across the years. And yeah, I want a Destiny 3. But when it's time to dump the money into that and do it right, I don't want a half-assed one. I don't want a quick one. And I don't want you to announce something that you have no intention of even having out for 10 years. What the fuck's the point of that? I'm not trying to fucking silk song this shit.
Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'll buy
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls 6 when it comes out, but I 100% agree. We'll have some of that to talk about in the news. That was
Oh yeah,
wild.
no, we definitely will talk about that.
Um, I've also been
But I
playing.
do I do
Oh yeah,
think
sorry. Yeah, go
the
ahead.
yeah, it's because there was something like here's the thing. When it comes to having to report stuff like voice comm abuse and things like that, you need to have um evidence of it. So there needs to be some way of being able to record that sort of thing. It's really is the very much the this is um the bad compromise that people have to do. You have to kind of be like, okay, you have to let us record voices so we can know if someone did something wrong. But in return, I think players should be given the expectancy of privacy. And the way companies have been handling privacy nowadays is just that's not
Worse
possible
than
anymore.
ever.
Like that's
Yeah,
just not
worse than
it's just
ever.
not
Like,
a very feasible thing at this point because companies just want all the data at this point.
of
They want
course,
to
and
know
like
everything about
again, like
players, and so like
every
it's
other
just yeah,
company that does this, it's a day. it stays there for a day and gets auto deleted unless reports come in on that account. Riot does
Yeah,
this, Epic does this, lots of people do this.
yeah.
It's the jump to 35 days minimum, I
It
think,
is
is
it
what's
is
breaking
ridiculous that
people
it's
because
35
that's
days. It should
that is that's like a 350% escalation. That's crazy. That's over a month. That's I don't trust any company on the world with that level of recording data. Like, are you out of your mind? Like, I don't understand the level of escalation there, and I think that's my stickler and why I can understand why so many people are upset. And of course, if you go on the Marathon Reddit, the people who don't seem to be upset, you read the comments and it's like, you're the exact motherfuckers that are abusing people on the fucking chats. Like, they of course don't give a fuck. They're like, oh, whatever, don't play the game then, insert slur. And it's like, Jesus
Mhm,
Christ, okay,
yeah.
this game's gonna end up being nothing but pieces of shit playing it. And I really hate that. It's there was a comment on the Steam forum for Marathon less than like 24 hours when the new mode, temporary mode, came out. And what it
Mhm,
is it's called Vault Breaker, and you queue in by yourself or with a team. It's just one team onto the cryo map, the endgame map that's brutal. Except you're going in with a Vault Breaker kit, and as you go through the run, you earn a unique currency that if you exfil, you use it to upgrade the kit to make it better and better, so you have better gear, and eventually getting to experience all 6 vaults and then the 7th vault and fight the compiler with no threat of PvP. So the goal being able to let you experience this map, but also hoping that other people are getting a more calmer environment to learn the map and the bots and where things are so that they're not getting completely overwhelmed in the thing
and the
within less.
and that could lead them to do PvP at one point, now that they're
Yes,
understand what they're going through,
yes,
so
except it's backfired because the type of people that are like on the rise is the loudest part of this fucking community, unfortunately. And I feel like, again, the fact that these motherfuckers are the ones who are all for this audio change. Like, within under 12 hours of this mode existing, was a comment on the Steam forums about that. Hey, if you run up and take the key, because there's always like a cryo key 1 or 2 that
mm,
spawns on this mode, just so you can
mhm,
like start your first vault, and then if you can figure it out and get the right drops, you can run all the vaults if you're quick enough, right?
yeah.
But usually in the PvP mode, you gotta bring your own key. This one gives you one of the baby room keys, room 1 or 2, and guides you through it a little bit. However, someone and lots of people are doing this already because this is what's happening. If you run up and grab the key and then just leave the match, your
Yeah.
teammates are fucked because they can't do anything. They can
Oh,
do
that
nothing.
is fucked.
They can do nothing. They can play it out for the minimal XP they'll get, but they literally cannot progress to even the most base sense of this experience. There, and the guy's comment was like, "I've already done this like 20 times in an hour, and I'm gonna do it all night. It's great." And that's what's happening to my game right now. Is those are the people that are in favor of this audio thing because, of course, it's not gonna stop them, and this shit never does. And so right now we're kind of, it's not looking great. It's not looking
Yeah,
great.
no,
I'll be honest. It's
it's
not
not
looking
looking
great at
good.
all for my game. And I'm really tired of shooters I like dying because everyone's a piece of shit all the time. Battleborn, Concord, and now I think I'm looking at Marathon next.
Damn.
And I really was hoping that wasn't going to be the case, but it looks like the universe is hell bent on not giving me a goddamn FPS worth a damn. Um, have you got more to say on it before I move on to the rest of my month? That's kind of the
No, I
Marathon
think you
spiel.
kind of nailed pretty much everything that's kind of going on with marathon, and it's a sad state of affairs. It really shouldn't. Marathon should have been kind of the ship that could have kept Bungie going and allow Bungie to maybe do more things down the line or do really cool stuff. But with the way it's
Mm-hmm.
being handled right now, it's looking grim. And um,
Yeah.
all I can say is that I kind
I
of hope that Bungie can kind of recover back from this and
we'll
bring
see.
back
I want it to
players like
happen so good, but like I don't know where we're going. I don't know if it'll maintain. And
yeah, no,
I kind
it's
of, in a fucked up way, I think I'd rather see it die than become something shitty.
worse. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd rather see it die on its own terms than become something like superfluous and a facsimile of what it is. Um,
Mhm.
I was talking to Lizzie about this, and something hit me, and I never thought I would say this, and certainly like way younger me back in the day would be astounded that I'd say this. But I yearn for the old days, the good old days when like Black Ops 2 came out and the game's good, and we're not constantly patching and changing the entire balance of the game because people are whiny babies. For the most part, the balance doesn't ever change. What it is what it is. And then there's 4 expansions, and yes, they're like $40 a pop, and they give you the 4 multiplayer maps and the 1 zombie map. But like the game didn't change in a crazy rapid way. It was like, here's the game at launch. There'll be some updates here and there to fix a bug, but relatively nothing else is getting touched. There's no seasonal grind. All my grinding is done via challenges in game, free of cost. And then my expansion packs come out and I buy them if I want them. And people be like, oh, but that splits the player base. And you know what? I'm looking back on that era and how much better all those fucking games were than our shooters these days. And I'm like, I bought every expansion pack of all the Call of Duties I like because the game was good and it maintained being good because it didn't have to constantly chug out content every fucking month. And there was no seasonal pass bullshit, and this was pre-loot box even, so I just grinded my camos in-game like a normal human being, and I'm like, you know what? I bought all those expansion packs, didn't split my player base. I don't know what you're talking about. I was on the good side. I was eating good every time.
See, that's
I
something
but like
I've
I
always
miss those
wondered.
eras because I'm just like I kind of miss when like a PvP shooter would come out and what it is what it is for better or worse, Like
Mhm.
this era of live service has gone on so long that I kind of like legitimately if I had the money and could make a game and like pay for it to be made and hire people to make it all and I just like had the money behind it and owned the studio, I would literally just make a thing that is clearly like a love letter to like Black Ops 3. And it's like, yep, no seasons, no season pass, every cosmetic is grindable in game, that's it, $40, that's the game. No, never gonna update it, servers are gonna stay on, I'm never gonna like, we'll bug fix, but nope, the balance is what it is, deal. I miss that. I missed when shit was more static and not constantly trying to like innovate and pivot and update and all this shit. I feel like the point of live service has long like been lost in the fucking mud fields of the era of live service that I kind of really want it to die. Like I I'm so sick of it, dude. I like straight up if if Modern Warfare 4 was like, here's the game and no seasons and we're going to go back to map pack, I would be pre-ordering day 1. I'd be like, "Hell yeah, let's go back. Let's go back." You know what I mean? Like remember when Call of Duty was like good every year? Pepperidge Farm remembers. That's how I feel right now. That's how I feel right now. I'm like I think maybe we made a mistake as a consumer as an industry. Maybe we should just charge me for the map packs again. It was better. It was evil, but a significantly
That's
lesser evil now that I'm standing here where I'm at.
See, that's what I was thinking. Like, I wonder if time has passed enough that people are like so tired of life service that
You think like
people
there's
are
actually a
willing to
market
go
for it?
back to be like, all right, no more like season passes of like this kind. It's going to be um what's it called?
Map packs, expansion packs.
Like yeah, map packs. Um and like it's seasonal in the sense like of like it's map packs now. It's not gonna be like we're gonna do season pass,
It
battle
was
pass.
like over
It's
the
just
course
here's a
of
map
like
pack. Yeah.
over like a roughly a year, you'd get your 4 map packs. But instead of like new content has to come out every month, and then you get like think about Call of Duty. Think about
Yeah.
how it was just seasons. Now there also has to be the mid-season reloaded, and it's like you're
Yeah.
putting seasons inside of your seasons. What is
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
this? like this is Pimp My Ride, the meme, but in real life, it's pissing me off. Like, I don't want to get to a point where it's like season one, mid reloaded, season one, 3/4 of the way, reloaded again. And I'm like, no, stop. Stop pumping
Yeah.
the gas. The car is empty. It has been empty for 32 years. Please.
Yeah, that's
I
what
am
I'm saying.
begging.
Like, I feel like,
I
what
am.
if we went back to that and how
Titanfall died for this? I'm not going to name the podcast that because we already used that one. But really?
yeah.
I'm tired of Titanfall continuing to die for things. We were eating good and we didn't know. We were living like kings and queens. And we were all like, oh, I hate paying for these map packs. Fools. Fools, all of us.
We really were.
I'm like having like a Macbeth level like breakdown over the state of the video game industry and my age and experience in it. Macbeth, Call of Duty. What's the pun? There's like a line here. There's some good jokes. Someone funnier than me will come up with it, I'm sure. Yeah, I love a good competitive FPS, and I'm just like, live service is killing games. It's not selling them. It's just outright killing them within months. It used to take like, dude, you could play Black Ops 4 and then just go play original Black Ops 2 and it was it's still active and shit. And I'm like, what are we doing? We spend all this money on this shit and now games are like, games are $70 and then I gotta buy every season and like, honestly, let's just go back. Just launch the game. No content comes out. Just fix bugs. No content except every like 4 months you drop an expansion pack that's 4 new maps and a zombies map and be done. All cosmetic and shit is in-game, grinded the fuck out. No more fucking, no extra cosmetics you buy. No fucking nothing. It's wild that we pay $70 for games and then everything's trying to still chase live service. When the reality is, even at the peak of live service, and it's arguably, air quotes here, golden age, most live services didn't really live that long. Like, you can't have a bunch of things going on forever. Nobody has the time. I miss the simpler days. I miss the simpler days. It was simpler back then.
Like, if companies were nickeling and diming you back then, but at least like,
they looked me in the
front
eye
and
while they
center,
did it and
felt,
shook
yeah,
my hand. And they also were nickel and diming me a lot less back then, and the economy wasn't as bad, and we had only been at war with Iran 6 times by then. Now we're at like 89. I can't even keep track of. I think we're still holding Venezuela hostage. I don't know. Like,
Yep.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. I don't feel so good.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
want things to be better in this industry already. Like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
so
no,
tired
yeah.
of this, dude.
We're all
Like,
tired.
every day, it's like, so-and-so developers are rapist in each unborn children. And I'm like, cool, great, super. I had pre-ordered that 2 weeks ago. Guess I'll just hate myself. Like, and then it's like, here's your season inside a season, and if you pre-order, you get access to the pre-order season, and fucking microtransactions and games cost more now, but offer less for the money they're at. Like, we pay more money for less content now. What is happening? This is stupid. Okay, moving on from my midlife FPS crisis I'm having, apparently.
What else have you played apart from
let me just,
Marathon?
mid-life FPS crisis. Incredible. Diablo 4 continues to be super good. Season of Death Awakening. I've already finished the entire season pass. I have 2 characters in endgame. I'm having an absolute riveting time playing Diablo and continuing to play Diablo. Paladin is insane in this game. Honestly, I feel bad for Blizzard Because Paladin and Warlock might be the best classes the franchise has ever fucking had. And I don't know how the fuck you follow Lord of Hatred up. Luckily, no one except crazy people are expecting a new expansion anytime soon. I doubt we're gonna hear anything for 2 years. Because they pushed this one back, and I'm glad they did. Lord of Hatred continues to feel like kind of like a Diablo 5 almost, with the amount of like significance and story and setup that's happened. The state of the world post the story, and where we're going already in the first season. This whole season has been a love letter to Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls, which is a very fond point in my life. We literally go back to Pandemonium, where you fight Malthael, and is the final boss of the Reaper of Souls expansion for D3. The Reapers are back, but they're, like, corrupted. There's someone in charge of them, we don't know who. There's a weird death cult going on. Let me paint you a picture of the current state of the world of Sanctuary. The prime evil, Mephisto, Lord of Hatred, has been banished to the Void. We now know, for the first time ever, a little more lore about the Void, that it's not just like a purgatory. No, it's like, kind of like perpetually falling forever, but never hitting the bottom, is what Lilith described it as. But there are things in there. There are things in there that live there. What is so funny?
I'm sorry. It reminded me of the bit of fucking Thor Ragnarok, where it's Loki like falling perpetually. It's like, I've been
Yeah.
falling for
That movie's
30
terrible.
So that man's just been
terrible.
falling.
That movie's terrible.
Okay. I just find that's just all it reminded me of. Diablo just falling.
So it is like, this game is now setting up so many weird twists and threads. We have multiple items in the game now that are describing and tying into the Rathmar prophecy that we now have the full version of, we assume now, because there was more given to us that we'd never heard of across any of the franchise or comics before in this current expansion. And we have some legendary items and mythic unique item legendaries, and they all get some flavor text. And one of them literally is like worded in that, like, hatred tears open the wound, then fear holds it, then at last, so assured of their victory comes destruction. So that would be Mephisto, Diablo, Baal. Boom, primeval, primeval, primeval. Because we have not heard a whisper of Baal or Diablo in all of Diablo 4's existence so far. And think about, like, this game has been around a minute. We're 2 expansions in. 2 big expansions. We're like season 15 or 16, so I don't fucking know. Like, a lot of like tie-ins to other things have happened. Not a hint of those people. Where the fuck are they? We also have another item that says it's the other way around. That it's fear. No, it's hatred, then destruction, then at last, of course, comes fear. So we have an item saying, no, Baal is next, then Diablo. Come on, it's Diablo. Diablo's obviously last, guys. Then we have an item that has existed in the game since, like, launch, vanilla, called the Crown of Lucian. And it has, like, a flavor text of, like, fair white as a writhing pile of maggots is the unborn, unmade son, the Prince of Hatred, on his throne of nothing. Which was, like, a cool flavor text, but, like, what the fuck does that mean? There is no Prince of Hatred. Well, we learned through the first, some quests that pop in after you beat the campaign that, are very important and start to tie in that, well, if Lilith is gone, because she gave her life to break the bond between you and the Lord of Hatred, because you were connected to her, which means she's not like Mephisto, she's not inherently gonna reincarnate with the way she died. Mephisto is in the Void. This is the first time a primeval has been removed from Sanctuary. And to put that in perspective, that means removed from, like, Earth, Heaven, and Hell. Like, he's not in Hell reconstructing for the next eon. He's gone from existence. He can be brought back, of course, but someone would want to have to do that and have to create a specific ritual that works only for him. Like the ritual that pulled Lilith out of the Void, which is how Diablo 4 starts. is crafted specifically to only ever pull Lilith, because you don't wanna pull randomly.
Pull something else out of there. So who knows what's
Something
in
else
there as
has
well.
been pulled out by former Triune, now called the Midwives, have used a bastardized version of the ritual Elias used to get Lilith out to bring something else out. And it's been confirmed that no, there is a Prince of Hatred. Mephisto has another child, one older by Lilith by millennia, eons. Also, keep in mind, Lilith, not born, made. Don't know if that's the same case for the other one. There's this Lucian Prince of Hatred. But what we do know now is that there is a primeval, like, power vacuum in a genuine sense that's never occurred. We know that, like, the ancient godlike snake entity that gave Rathma his original visions and helped piece them together, that was guarding the Tree of Whispers, which has been, like, a focal point across the whole game in multiple season campaigns about, like, hey, what the fuck actually is the Tree of Whispers, and, like, this serpent thing that, like, predates all the known world. This is the game, keep in mind, where we learn that the Primeval's names are not their, like, full true names. We learned what those were, and we learned the lore that at one point before, there was just one giant demon? One? Just one? And heaven smote it, and it broke into the Primevals. And all the, and the lesser evils. Apparently, it was one thing at one point. All the demons ever to exist were one thing. That's the lore we got. So now we have story, main story, expansion stories, side quests, and all this fleshing out along with flavor text of old items and new ones just coming in that, like, okay, next it's Bale, then Diablo. No, it's Diablo, then it's Bale. Then we've got, no, it's fucking Lucian, the Prince of Hatred. A whole new unknown that was unmade, is what they call him. Lucian the Unmade. And if you're unmade, like, how can you, we don't know what the rules are. Then this season, the first season post the expansion, is like, no. Season of Death Awakening, you're going back to Pandemonium. Post Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls, which you blew up, where your character, the Nephilim, which is all Diablo classes, you're the, the bloodline is strong there, whatever. Just case in point, when you kill Malfio in Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls, he is holding the Black Soul Stone, which has all of the 7, the primevals and the lesser evils, all 7 of them. He is the Angel of Death with all 7 of the, like, leader demons of hell in a Soul Stone with their power. You kill him, and it releases them all. Reapers have not been seen since then. When they were here last, they killed half the human population. They're back now, led by someone. Malthael? Lucian? Diablo? Bale? We don't know what's... like, the game is just teeing up big thing after big thing, because it just wrapped up a bunch of things. And then it was just like, okay, here's this really weird, fragile world state, but in a way, you as the character, you as the player, have dealt a more significant blow to the eternal conflict of heaven and hell, which has just been torturing humanity for all of time, more so than we've ever done in the franchise's history, and now it's just teeing up unknowns and, like, threats. Also, there's, like, straight up Cthulhu shit happening. I don't know where we're going, but I am here for the fucking ride. This game is fucking fantastic and has only gotten better. I fucking love this game. I'm having so much fun every season. It plays so good on PS5. It's so much easier on the controller. I'm having a fucking blast. I'm here for it. I can't wait for whatever's next. I just cannot get, like, enough Diablo in my life. I'll never tire. I'll never tire of it. I will stop playing Diablo 4 the day Diablo 5 is on my console. I'm having a blast. I'm having a blast with Diablo. It's great. I've also...
I don't believe you. I'm pretty sure you're going to still be playing Diablo 4 even if Diablo 5 comes out.
No, because Diablo 4 will be done. I'll play Diablo 5. I'll play Diablo 5 then. I was able to pick up Neo 3 finally. I got it on sale. So I've started Neo 3. I'm not too far in. I will say, the Neo 3 is the most Neo of Neos. It's almost too much Neo. However,
Damn.
if one was going to get into the franchise of Neo, you could just start at 3. Just start at 3. Just do that one. It's fine. Just go there.
Okay.
It's fantastic. What they've done, instead of like where normally it's like you have your map and you go to your like singular linear with some exploration, like Devil May Cry-ish mission select kind of thing, and then
Yeah.
Act 2 would be a different map with different missions, and there'd be side mission variants of things, and then once you beat Act 3, you get your post endgame story. Oh, there's like new things, and here's your like eternal grind thing. Um, Neo 3 is each act is essentially an open world map where you just run from region to region, but still, and has activities and stuff dotted along the way, but still feels that tight, really good design, because it's not like open world. It's just, we just kind of opened the levels up a little more, and now you can just kind of run between the like roads and forests and whatever, and do some side activities between one major like area to another without it feeling bloated. And then Act 2 will be a different map, but like the same thing. Um, Set bonuses are happening right out the gate, which by the way, set armor didn't exist until you beat the game in Neo 1. It's here at the start. It is the most like complicated of them in terms of like martial, like the way the systems work and interact with each other. It's definitely taking the best of Neo 1 and 2 and their DLCs and refining them, but also branching them out. It really is a lot of fun. If you've enjoyed the first two, you will enjoy this one. If you've ever had an inkling, just pick this one up, because it's also like we are rehashing some old boss fights but modernized up. And it's just like, honestly, Neo 3 is probably the easiest starting point of the franchise, just because like of what they've learned over the years of doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a lot of fun with it. The game has finally broken me of my Odachi and Kusarigama build. I'm currently running a hammer on my samurai, and you press a button and switch from samurai mode to ninja mode, and they have different armor sets and different weapons and like stuff. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
running a giant hammer, which is really nice on samurai, and then on my ninja, I'm running like Vega claws. Because I just got those. There's still like 2 or 3 weapon types I haven't seen, so we'll see if I end up switching. But I'm pretty happy with this so far. But I was right up until I got these weapons right to Odachi Kusarigama, because I just love it so much. I just love it so much. I'm having a blast with this game. It continues to be a little ridiculous and over the top, as every edition in the franchise is. But if you like, this is definitely a me type of game. I'm gonna have blast with it. It's beautiful, amazing. I've barely gotten to really put a lot of time into it. I'm probably like less than 10 hours in. So these games are usually pretty long, and this one seems like it might be the biggest yet. So report back as I find more, but it's pretty good so far. I'm re-picking up Claire Obscura 33 to try to wrap it up, get through the rest of Act 2 and all of Act 3, and be done with it. Occasionally back on Fortnite with Lizzie, just as something to play, but I just kind of laugh when I play Fortnite, because I'm like, this is like the biggest clusterfuck ever, but like, yeah, it does its thing. If that makes any sense. I'm not like ever impressed
Yeah.
overly
Yeah.
by
It
Fortnite,
just
but like
fits
there
the.
is
Yeah.
something that makes me laugh uncontrollably when I'm like, yep, that's just Marge Simpson and Daredevil doing the busting out the gritty next to each other or whatever, eating Jello. I don't know what Fortnite's about. I just shoot things. um, I started playing Darktide on PS5 because they gave it to us as like the free
PS
monthly game,
Plus.
even on the lowest. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I love Darktide. I love Vermintide, but my PC hates it. Game's really nice when it runs perfectly. I like that. I've already maxed out my Zealot. I picked up the Hive Scum DLC class on sale, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna get all the DLCs eventually, because I love this game to death, honestly, especially when it's running really well. It kind of is making me be like, maybe I should pick up Vermintide 2 next time that full edition's on sale, and like get to experience this game in a setting where it runs really good and not ass on my PC. Um, yeah,
Wait, have you
I.
played Vermintide 2?
What's up?
Have you played Vermintide 2 previously?
Off and on, yeah, but never
Okay.
like
Okay.
really nowhere near as much as time as I've already put into like Darktide on PS5 here. So,
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
like, I love these games. I love Vermintide as well. I'm enjoying Darktide a lot. Um, Playing a Hive Scum is very cool. I feel like I walked out of Arcane from Zon, and I'm just like giving it to I'm everyone's problem right now. I'm everyone's problem right now. It's so good. They've added some new modes and stuff. There's like an expedition mode that's interesting. That's kind of like a PvE extraction mode. Actually, it's really cool. Um, there's like a dope ass trench warfare mission, and yeah, I'm just having a blast with Darktide. I will probably stick with this for quite a while. It's just a fun like thing to play and really enjoy and not have to worry about kind of anything. Uh Someday I hope to get like a Vermintide 3 and be able to hit like that on launch, cuz like there is something to be said about these kind of games about being there in the moment initially. Like I like something about Vermintide being going on so long that like most of the player base is like at the peak all the time. So I never have anyone to play with on them because I'm starting brand new, whereas this game's newer, so I'm not having that issue as bad. Uh
I technically have Darktide. I haven't played it in quite some time. Like it's been a while. I have to look up when was the last time I played it. But um, I technically did have fun with it. The only thing for me is that with it being on PC, um, part of it was just that a lot of it was just kind of like some it running well, like because you were having issues with like that's
I
just
mean, my
sometimes kind
PC's
of
ass. It doesn't want to run anything, but yeah, these
yeah.
games
But I
when
mean,
they like yeah.
even on console, like you were saying, like it was giving you a bit of trouble. And it's just like, yeah, that was just
No, on
kind of one of
console it
the.
runs great.
Oh, it does it? Okay, I thought
Yeah,
you were
it runs
saying having.
perfectly. It runs fucking. That's why I'm playing it so much. It runs fantastically. It runs like a fucking video game is supposed to run. Again, like fuck PC gaming. Just straight up, fuck that shit. That shit's dumb. That shit's dumb. Y'all pay so much more than me for the same like all this boo boo bass boy tech, and like then you'd be like, oh, my thing doesn't heat up correctly, or like I don't know. I just feel like PC gaming is so much more money for just so much more problems, and like god forbid you're trying to play something that's like a console game first and a PC game second, you know you ain't getting the better optimization, homie. You know that. And with the price of games these days, I'm like, nah, I'll live my console pleb lifestyle where, hey, did I buy the game? Did I buy it from my console? Hey, it runs. Then no, that's it. It just runs really good, perfectly, in fact, every time. That's it. Like I don't know, like I don't know if I'm ever gonna want to get back into PC gaming. Like genuinely,
I mean, that's fair.
I'm kind of like, nah, this shit sucks, bro. RAM's like $900 for 8 gigs. You guys are fucking stupid. This is that price is never like my consoles are gonna get pricey. Sure, yo, anyone staying with PC gaming, I hope you got a good system now, because you like unless you're rich, you ain't gonna be upgrading anytime soon. Now is like the worst time financially to be a PC gamer, dude. Like, whenever the PS6 happens, yeah, it's gonna be more pricey than I want. But by the time that happens, I'll have the money for it, and the equivalent PC is gonna be even pricier, and then half your games still won't run good on your super $9,000 PC. That's what always blows my mind. Is they'll be like, motherfuckers be like, I got the 5090 Titan Super and 80,000 gigs of RAM. Why doesn't this game run? And I'm like, my PS5 non-pro runs it great. I don't know, it just seems like I've chosen an easier
Like
lifestyle.
I the thing is that when it came out, it was a bit poorly optimized. Since then, it has been better, and my PC was able to run it just fine. It would just chug a bit. But I think
It's
back then, I
2026.
remember the
I don't
updates.
want no chugging. No chugging.
The the
None.
the up the only thing is that I think back then when I was playing it, I had friends playing it consistently, and then after a while they dropped it and only started coming back when more updates were coming out because they were like,
Mhm.
"Oh, I'm gonna go to another game for the time being," because that one it's either a new game or new updates. You know how things go. But like I was having fun, but I think my problem was that I was reaching the point in that game where pretty much what I was trying to basically do was build the right weapons with the right stats and like the right perks and stuff like that. And so I was kind of like, I don't want to have to keep grinding to try to get to that point. So I just kind of like left as is.
I feel like the upgrade pathing of like weapons and gear is a lot more streamlined and better. And I also feel like they definitely revamped overall like difficulty states because like so far I've only dipped into like Heresy, the middle tier like world difficulty. I haven't seen anything beyond that. I think there's 2 or 3. Um I like the amount of missions I've failed since just and having axe and now how it works is like you can't just choose your world difficulty. You only have access to the lowest one at first, and to have access to the next one and so on, you have to have a certain amount of successful missions on that difficulty, and then you can go to the next one and so on. So I've owned my like success rate since being able to play on Heresy has dropped significantly just because it
Mhm.
feels like what the last time I played like the end game felt like. It's so overwhelming sometimes. Like if your team fucks around, you find out real quick. It's just over. And this is the middle of the pack difficulty now. So I'm like kind of excited to eventually grind up and be able to get there if I can. But at the same time, I'm a casual, so like I'm just playing when I'm playing and I like my little slashy pew pew game. Like I'm not interested in min-maxing and getting to the peak super auric havoc fucking death trial, whatever the fuck it's called. But like if I get there, I get there. So I treat it like I treat Monster Hunter. It's like, yeah, I'll do the Master Rank expansion and I'll get up there, but man, I'm not out here trying to fucking like 5 minute fight, no feint, nobody heal, fatalis. Who cares? Like I don't know, that's just not me. So like,
No, like I'm not saying I need to play with the best optimal like to play like on the super hard difficulties or whatnot, but normally like I want to make sure when I'm playing like I have a gun that feels good enough
well,
that I can
yeah. I
pretty
mean,
much take it
I don't
anywhere.
know. I
Yeah,
kind of
so
you. I
even
feel
on
like you're there by level 30. It's just like, can
yeah,
you handle the? Can your team come together in the higher difficulties, or the harder missions, or the Mortis trials, or the new harder modes? But like that comes less down to you individually as a player. The harder the game gets. I feel like it's done that really well, which I recall Vermintide doing really well in the long run. Like all the Fat Sharks games seem to be like, yeah, this is kind of rough when it comes out, but you know it's gonna get there. You know it's gonna get there, and it always gets there. But I'm having a blast with it. It's kind of for me, it's fulfilling like my COD zombie itch in a way of like the goal is almost superfluous. The goal is the session, right? Like to
mhm.
me, like I'm leveling my second character, but like I don't know, I just like playing this game and like slashing dudes and shooting. It's fun. Also, the music, top notch, top notch.
No, yeah, yeah. The music has always been kind of good in Dark Tide. Like I always enjoyed it, especially when the what's it called when the waves happen when like
Oh
the
yeah,
horror comes in, like that the horror music. Yeah,
the
yeah, like
opera,
that shit's
dude,
good.
it's so good.
Yeah,
It's so
it's
good. I
good.
love it so
It's
much.
good.
Um, yeah, that is my month. I'm gonna Clara Obscure 33. Like I said, I'm getting back into it. That's my like backlist I'm trying to finish. I think once I beat that, I think then it'll be Liza P. Wrap it up time. Try to get through the DLC and then go to the fucking island and fight whatever horrible monstrosity is there. And then after that, I don't know because I think I'm like definitely like I'm probably like I don't know, middle of DLC. I can never tell how big the DLC is, but I know I'm like right before the final place of the main game. But and I know I'm like
In what?
in Liza P. In
Okay.
Clair Obscure, I'm in Act 2, probably somewhere close to the middle, if not a little past it. And I've heard that Act 3 goes very quickly. And I'm not going to be doing every side thing in Super Boss. I'm probably just going to try to more or less focus on getting through the story and seeing the end of it. And I'll worry about other stuff another time. But other than that, that's kind of my thing. As far as I know, I'm not like picking anything up later this month or next month, though I do have some purchases planned
I
for the
can tell
month
you
of
where you are in Liza
September.
P if you
Oh,
know exactly where you are.
I don't remember off the top of my
Mhm.
head. No,
No,
I
okay.
don't remember at all. So that's me for the month of what I played. Vaughn, what have you been playing for this
So
good old
I've been
month of
playing a
July?
few things.
Mm-hmm.
So let's
Mm-hmm.
see. I did just finish up Nightmare Reaper. Finally, I finished up with a friend. Completed our first run because technically this game has multiple endings. In order to get those endings, you need to do new game plus runs. So we finished our first run, and I don't know if we're gonna be going back at it like constantly, but I do think that we are going to be going back from time to time, playing more Nightmare Reaper and try to do more of it, especially because in the new game plus run, we unlock a new skill tree. It requires a different currency. I believe it's called the Sapphire Tree. Um, and so that's basically a newer currency that starts popping up, and then um, that's does more skills that more are tied to. Um, Fun enough, I feel like it
Remind me.
ties more to the.
Remind me. The fuck is Nightmare Reaper?
So Nightmare Reaper
I don't
is
remember
a
this.
so it's a first person shooter. The story about it is that essentially you're in an asylum, like a sane asylum. Um
Is this one of them
and
boomer
so
shooters?
yes, more boomer shooter.
Okay, okay.
And so the thing about it is that like every time you go to bed, you basically start up a level. Um and the levels all of it's random generated. So the layout's always going to be different every time like you play through it.
Mm-hmm.
Um if you die, like you go, even if it's like if you die and go back to that same level again, it's going to be different from the first time you played through it. So uh the thing about it though is that like there's a certain amount of enemies that spawn in that level, certain amount of treasure that can spawn, and like there's random events that can happen every time you clear up a room. It could be a negative event or a positive event. Negative ones being like a orb starts spamming something like either icicles falling, fireballs coming at you, uh pretty much like a jump scare constantly popping in your face doing you damage. Like those are random negative events. Positive events can go from a doctor without like a face sort of appears and like can like start modifying your weapons. A bunch of barrels can start spawning, and if you
A
blow them up,
doctor without a
uh
face. Is that what you just said to me?
yeah, a doctor without a face.
Okay.
Like his face is wispy. Like you can't see what
His
his face
face
is.
is a doctor without a face. His face is wispy.
Fuck is that's the best description I can give you. um Positive events, a barrel starts falling, and if you destroy barrels or things like that, like boxes, they weapons can start popping out, or even treasure, so you can get more money. um and I think one of the best random events is that a dog spawns in the map. And the
A
dog, you can pet the
dog.
dog. But also there's like random like biscuits that start spawning in the map as well, and if you pick them up and when you go and pet the dog, you basically give him the biscuit and he gives you treasure. Um,
Dude, I feel
so
like I could do that. I could just go to a park. And the
yeah,
dog
you can go
just
to park.
appears and he's just the best event of the day. Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, but
what
does
do
he
we
give
do?
you
Go like,
money? Does every time you give a biscuit, he gives you like a bunch of money? Does he do that?
yes, yes, he does. In that I get to hold his precious little soft dog pads, and I'm very
No,
happy
imagine
about
if every time
this.
you give a dog a biscuit, he gives you $500. Every time you give him a biscuit, like that's kind of what's happening in the
Yeah, but
game.
then there's gonna be some catch of like a doctor with like a wispy face is gonna want to like do some deal with me, and I don't want
Yeah,
that.
but like, hey, do you got
I'd
any
rather
guns on you? I
have the
can
dog.
modify those guns.
No, no, I'm good. I'd rather just have the dog, to hold the dog's soft paw and be like, oh, what a good boy, and then go home. I like my video games to maintain a significant like separation from my reality. I'm good. I'll take the dog in real life, thanks.
Talk around.
I
That's
don't
fine.
want no
That's fine.
wispy doctor, wispy face, Doctor Wispy Face.
Yeah. But
Doctor
yeah,
Wispy Face
it's
is like in my mind. I'm like imagining what's that fucking guy from Smash with the fucking lines and the weird moves.
no
Mr. Game
idea.
and Watch, Mr. Game and Watch, but
Oh my
like
god.
instead his face is just like a swirl some kid drew, like a shitty spiral that moves kinda at like 2 frames per second. Dr. Wispy Face.
So
Oh,
yeah, no,
fucking
it's
Doctor Whiskey
so
Face, dude.
so
Oh man.
yeah, so you get money from the game
Like,
as the more you the more you do everything in that level, you
mhm,
get basically bonuses for it at the end of the level.
mhm.
Um
That
and
makes sense.
and the thing is that the way that the skill tree works in this game is essentially you get like a cartridge because you're
Mhm.
basically playing like a Game Boy in the it looks like the Game Boy SP essentially. You basically play mini games to level up. You can turn off the mini
Oh, oh
games.
my god, I think I
Um
remember this. I remember you showing me. Okay, it's coming back to me
yeah.
now. The weird mini game thing. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Why?
I turned that off. I turned that off because
It
the thing
sounds
is that as
super
much as
annoying.
the thing is that as much as the mini games can be fun at first, they get tiring because all you're doing is just that mini game over and over again, to
That
get level
sounds
up.
like the
So you just
worst leveling mega the like
it
I
it's
don't
an
know. It's
interesting
like
concept. It's an
is it
interesting
though?
concept, but
Is it
it
though?
is. No, I think it is. I think it
I
is an
mean,
interesting concept. The only thing is that the execution of it was really bad.
you know
It
what
was
I
one of
want to
those where
do
it's
when
like
I go to level
in
up in
it,
a game? I want to level up. I don't want to do other tasks to get to the level up I've already earned.
the thing is that like the whole point of the mini games is that if you do well in the mini games, you would get like extra bonuses out of it. But the thing is that like those bonuses were so negligible that it wasn't worth it. You might as well turn it off because for how long this game goes, especially when you're doing new game plus runs, it's just gonna get very tiring. So it was one of those where it's like if this was in a very much shorter game, I don't think that would have been an issue at all. But because of how
Obviously not.
long this game is supposed to be, it was going to be bad regardless of implementation. So,
This
um,
is like the Chadley of boomer shooters, what you're describing to me.
Chadley of Final Fantasy VII remake.
Mhm. Yeah, oh yeah, you knew exactly what little fuck I was referring to.
I
Fucking
know you were
loser.
talking. I know who it was. I know.
I
Um,
don't, like, I'm never gonna finish that game. I'm never gonna finish that part 2, and I'm not gonna bother with part 3, because I'm like, I got so fucking sick of Chadley. Like, oh, fuck you. Like, you ruined this game. You ruined this game. You
damn.
should have just made it look real nice and kept it turn-based and not changed a goddamn thing, and you would have made more money and it would have taken less time. Every day you
Damn.
stray further from God's light. Why don't you invest in some more NFTs? I'm sure that'll help.
God damn. Um,
Hey,
but
Cloud, do you know how to do this thing I've told you how to do 900 times in the last hour? Well, let me tell you again. Use the shut up chat like that, dude. It is the worst version of that kind of thing I've ever seen in a like Navi has got nothing on Chadley. Like all of the bullshit like sidekick whatever fucking yutzing up thing you can think of, all of them bow to King Chadley and his corrupt crown on his withering throne, okay? Like that was I've never actually quit a game because of annoying side companion or person that's like an NPC that constantly has to talk to me about everything. Never in my life have I actually quit a game because of something like that. But I did, and to my credit, I got through the first game, and I hated Chadley the entire time. And then the second game, they're like, he's gonna be with you all the time, except he talks to you in the little thing that makes your character walk really slow and not be able to interact with everything. Dude, it's the worst. Kill me. So bad. Absolutely garbage idea. Whoever came up with that should be fired. Straight up. Terrible idea.
straight up.
You know what? You know what?
uh,
Chadley got me sitting there rubbing my hand across my face like maybe Shinra isn't the bad guys. That's where we
maybe
got
should.
at. That's where
Damn.
we got at. Chadley got me
Damn.
like, maybe Shinra isn't the bad guys. That's how much I ended up hating Chadley. Chadley got me like, maybe
Jeez. Okay.
Shinra isn't the
Nightmare
bad guy.
Reaper.
Yeah, you could go
I have to
ahead.
go back. So bonuses, mini games. Let's see. The first mini game is basically Super Mario Brothers. The second mini game, when you start getting topazes,
Faintly
is
distinct
basically
Super
Pokemon.
Mario Brothers. Don't
Um,
let Nintendo know.
it's just supposed to be like It's supposed to look like Super Mario Brothers, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not.
Don't let Nintendo know.
Oh, okay. You know what? It's fine. I'm pretty sure if I look it up, maybe Nightmare Reaper is already on Nintendo. Nintendo's just like whatever. um, Topaz is essentially Pokemon, and the Emerald ones. I forgot what. It's just Emerald. Fuck it, it's just Emeralds.
Sorry, say it
Is
again.
supposed to be like Galaga, I think.
Oh, Galaga. Yo, Galaga's lit. I love Galaga.
Um, and
Galaga
then the
fucks.
Sapphire one, that one was supposed to be sort of a D&D minigame, I think
Huh?
closer to what Rogue was, I think. Um, or not Rogue.
You're losing me here, Chief.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Prioritize. There's
Just know
no.
that
Yeah,
there's just
yeah, yeah. There's stupid mini games to level that you
yeah,
turned
stupid mini
off
games to level
anyway.
up, essentially.
That you turned off
Um,
anyway.
yeah, that I turned off. I
I
didn't really care.
I feel like putting the option in to just turn them off tells me that like you as the developer, I'm like, you know this is a bad idea. Why are you even putting this in the game? If you give me an option to just turn a thing off and ignore it, like, come on. Come on. Why is this here? You know it's not a good idea. Don't do it. Like, it's just wasting time.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I think that that's what I'm saying. I feel like if it could have been implemented a lot better, but the thing is that knowing how long that this game was going to be, like, yeah, I don't think it was going to do that well because it's a interesting concept, but just poor execution. But anyway, so having played enough of Nightmare Reaper with a friend,
Okay.
um, I did enjoy it.
For a
And
second
I
there, I
am
thought you just said I didn't enjoy it. I was like,
I know
damn.
I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it. I had fun with
I've
it
been
because
playing a lot of this game with my friend. I didn't enjoy
I
it.
fucking hate it. This piece of
I was
shit
like, holy
motherfucking
fuck. He's just like, I didn't enjoy
get
it.
this game off of me. I don't want to deal with this shit no more. Fuck, fuck this. No. I enjoyed the game. It took me a while to kind of really get into it because the leveling system of this game,
Mhm.
like it takes a while before like you get to even get some of like
Chief
the
dying.
cool skills and things like that.
Mm.
It kind of a bit of a bumpy start at the start, but once you start getting more cool skills and you start getting some of like the cooler guns, it does get really fun. Um,
Gotcha.
but yeah, no, I enjoy my time with it. And I know I'm gonna still enjoy my time with it as long as I keep playing with my friend with it.
Gotcha.
What else? And so then something I also finished was Mouse PI for Hire. I managed to finish
Oh,
that
I'm
one
aware
just
of this.
recently.
Not my type of game, but I was like, hey, it's that art style.
The rubber hose, yes.
Yeah, rubber
I think
hose.
I know my friend was also interested in it. The only thing I'm going to say is that
Mhm.
if you're looking for like a lot of animation to it, there is per se. The only thing is that part of it's just a lot of it just gets recycled. Um
Mm.
I think a lot of it just due to the fact that like if the amount of conversations that you can have with people, like the length of it, like trying to do um what's it called trying to basically do that entire
Yeah,
an animation of that sort for that long, like it's just going to be a lot of time spent. So they had to sort of do recycle some animations just to kind of like get the ball rolling. But like where the animation does matter, it does matter. Like it's good. It's just that you're going to just basically see like that walk cycle like repeated over and over again. Um, or like when you're talking to someone, you're gonna see them kind of do the same motions over and over again because it's kind of the nature of like trying to do that sort of like animation style wise game
Mm.
over kind of a what is kind of like a 14 to 18-hour long game per se. So that's just a lot of animation you would have to do. Um, but no, like I enjoyed the game. I did have fun with it. When I was playing through it, halfway through, there was an update for the game, where you can do level selection was added as a game. Like where if you already be in the level, you can go back to it and select it again. Uh, and it was kind of sort of done because
Mhm.
if you wanted to collect whatever was in that level, um, what's it called, or you wanted to do like side quests because there's side quests that pop up. Like if there's like a mission that's available and in the hub area that you are, like your little like office like neighborhood area, um sometimes someone will be like, hey Jack, I know you're gonna go this place, I need you to do something for me. And then you basically pick it up, and when you're on the mission, do whatever you need to do, and come back for a reward. But the thing is that like if you missed out on it because you didn't get to speak with the person, or in my case, which happened frequently, sometimes the person would not have anything available to say. Like they just wouldn't say anything, even though I had that mission available. I would finish it and then come back, and then they would be like, they had like that mission available at that point. So I would have missed out on it if that update hadn't been available. So it was kind of nice that they implemented that essentially. But apart from that, I really didn't have much issue with it.
How much how much are they going for the like if there's any? And tell me if it's unfortunately zero. How much, like, even if it's not like word for word, but like, is there a significant amount of energy of like, oh, wise guy, eh? She walked into my office. Like, is it pulling
Yeah,
from those kind of
it's
things? Is it like
it is
hamming it?
very
Is it
much of
hamming it the fuck up?
Oh yes.
Good,
It's
good,
a,
good,
it's a
good, good,
very
good, good,
it's a,
good,
it's a
good.
it like it's supposed to be in the noir sense because like you're playing a private detective, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah, that's why I
I
was
gotta
like,
solve.
is it hamming it up? It needs to ham it up. Like newsflash, people, if you're ever making anything in like a noir way, even if it's like Blade Runner-y, super fucking serious, you still have to like ham it up because that's part of what noir, like PI, private detective is the hamming it up. No matter how stone cold serious it is, you still gotta like ham it up a bit.
And the thing is that
It's,
because this is a
it's
game where
important to ham it up.
where essentially everyone's a mouse, they try to make a lot of cheese
I
puns as
suppose,
much as they
yeah.
can.
I was about to be like, I suppose it's kind of cheesy then, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It is very cheesy. Like it's fun. I enjoy like the humor of it. I enjoy
It's a
the
mouse eat
combat.
mice world out there.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it is.
Mm-hmm. One mouse eats all the mice.
There is fish in there, so that's that.
Huh?
Yeah, there's fish.
Like fish to eat, or fish as in the way there's
Fish to eat.
mouses? Fish to
No,
eat.
there's fish to eat. The sharks
Is
and
there
stuff like that
like
aren't
beef?
sentient. They're beef.
Chicken?
You're good question. I don't think I ever managed to see
But
if that was.
confirmed eating fish. Like eating
Yes.
animals from the sea confirmed.
There is a side quest where you get a can of sardines. So
Any kind of like is it just fish, or we seeing some calamari, some mussels? What's going on?
yeah, no,
Lobster?
we see
Crab?
fish. There's an underwater level in that game. So
Fish and chips?
yeah,
Mouse PI? Mouse PI goes to London?
Mouse PI goes to London. Oh,
Sure.
that's the
Yeah. That's the
yeah,
expansion. Yeah.
yeah, that's the expansion. Who
He,
knows? There is a
he
story
teams
expansion
he
coming at some
teams up
point.
with
So
the he
we
teams up with Mouse Holmes to stop Mouse Moriarty. Actually, that sounds awesome. I would enjoy that
that is
immensely.
funny. That would be
Actually,
cool. That would be cool.
Mouse I M Moriarty.
Oh fuck. But I had fun with the game. I think the
Mouse
basic principle of this game is that you kind of given three different cases.
Okay.
One is to solve the disappearance of a magician.
Uh-huh.
Two is to solve the death of
There's always a death.
of a what's called of a woman. I think it's supposed to be tied kind of with the magician case, and then the other one is solving essentially the disappearances as well of what are called shrews. They're essentially like smaller mice. They're like very
Oh,
small
interesting.
mice,
Okay, yeah. I'm
and
gonna
you're
look what a
kind of trying to
shrew
figure out
is.
like
Yeah.
what's going on with them. But
Why are they
at the
going?
yeah, at the end of it, like all of the cases are like interconnect at some point.
Got
Essentially,
you.
kind of like yeah. Um, but it's a really fun story. It's a really good story. Very cool characters. Again, fun gameplay because it is in that boomer shooter sort of style. Um, but you get a bunch of different weapons. I think the only thing is that since I was playing on hard mode, I think maybe like the only thing that was, I guess, a little bit rough is that some of the weapons,
Mhm.
excuse me, you kind of have to get them leveled up to max to
Ah.
make them feel like they're good enough. And even then, you kind of find like that one or two weapon that's like, oh, this just kind of does everything I need it to do, and you just kind of stick with it, sort of, so to speak. So, some of them are just kind of being a little bit too gimmicky or just too situational, that you don't get to really like use it a lot. But otherwise, like they're still all like fun weapons to
Okay.
use.
Yeah, I know the vibe.
So
I know the vibe
it's
of what
it,
you're
it
saying.
happens. Like I think like if I were to think of one like Bioshock,
That's like you're probably describing like on a good year, half of every survival horror or like Bioshocky action-ish game that's got like a multitude of weapons and stuff. Like
yeah.
every game can't be Devil May Cry 5 and God of War Ragnarok, unfortunately.
But
But
I definitely
you're
recommend the
gonna have
game.
those. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have them. But like I said, like even then,
How's the
like a lot of the
what's the like soundtrack vibe?
soundtrack's pretty good. I think that the what's it called, the intro music, or at least like the startup music, like when you're
Mhm.
like on the main menu music, it's really catchy.
Mm.
It's really
Mm.
catchy
Yeah.
because
Is it as
even
like
the point
okay,
of the
so on a scale
of the
of
main
1 to
character. Well,
uh,
even the point of the main character, like when the game is starting up and you're seeing like the
mhm.
companies like that the game and whatnot, you
Uh-huh.
hear Troy Baker, which is the main character,
Oh,
Jack
okay, I
Pepper.
did not know that. That's great.
Yeah, Troy Baker. You hear him humming the main music before the main music starts
That's
up.
cute.
Before
That's
you
a
get
that's a good
you like
touch.
and then the main music starts, and then you hear like the sax and
Hey,
everything.
that's good. That's good. I like that. I like that. Um,
Yeah, like
I'm gonna have
it's
to.
good. It's very good.
I'm gonna have to look this up at some point now. But
Yeah.
like, so you said the main menu sitting there, music is a vibe.
Yes, it's a vibe. It's so
So
good.
side tangent to measure how much of a vibe it is. Are you familiar with the masterpiece known as Sleeping Dogs?
Yes.
Are you
Yes.
familiar
But
with the
it's
main
been
menu
so
music of
long.
Sleeping Dogs?
God, it's been so long. I would need to go back and
So
listen
I
to
would,
it because
yeah,
it's
I'm curious if you could go listen to. I could actually probably like if you just go look up it, like literally if you go to YouTube and type that Sleeping Dogs main menu music, it'll get you what you need. On a
okay.
scale of 1 to 10, 10 being as catchy as that, how catchy are we talking?
All right.
Very
Well,
different
you're gonna have
genre
to.
like vibe, but like yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Let me look it up.
I'm
But
pretty sure
for
I could find this pretty like 2 seconds.
keeping dogs
That yeah, literally
menu
that
theme
Sleeping Dogs theme.
menu
Yeah,
theme.
yeah. Just I don't want to like. Actually, if I click this real quick, I think you should be okay. Yep, that's it. Literally, it's this. Literally, it's this right here. It is this shit. I found like I played the whole game with every
Oh
other song turned off except for this. It's this shit right here. Like,
yeah. Okay. I think
is it
I
as
remember.
vibey as that where you could just sit there for like a good hour vibing before you start your actual game session just because of how good it is?
You definitely can just sit there and vibe to it. But damn, it's sleep. We're talking also about sleeping dogs. This is kind of like a bit of an unfair
Yeah. Well,
contest,
that's why I
but
was
like you can
like,
still
well,
vibe to it.
when you say the main menu music has got a vibe and you're bopping to it, like the thing that comes to mind. Okay,
It's sleeping dogs. Yeah.
so the top of the king of the hill here, the undisputed winner is Sleeping Dog still. So
Yeah.
anything after gets compared to it because I'm like, to this day, I remember that. Like I've never forgot that shit. Also, I played the fuck out of Sleeping Dogs because that game is really good.
Yeah. Yeah. You know. Yeah. No. This is yeah.
Sleeping Dogs is so underrated still, and I wish we'd gotten more of it.
God, I'm Square
So
Enix.
goddamn
What did you
good.
do? You fucked up.
Instead, we got to sit here while GTA 6 charges more money than any game ever, and then also says, yeah, if you don't buy a certain version, there's just stores that are not going to be allowed for you, both in the single player and in the online multiplayer that'll come out later.
Yep.
You're literally paying extra to have access to the stores where they're going to sell you things that are crazy amounts of prices so you can then buy their fake credit cards in their in-game so you can buy the things in the store that you had to pay extra money digitally to access. We're like this close to that Wall-E scene, man. We're like this close
Yeah,
to
we're
it at all
really
times.
close. We are
It's
close.
not great. It's not great. I to this day, I feel like everybody saw Wall-E and they're like the same people who are like it's the energy of like, oh, okay, so 1984, yeah, George Orwell. Oh, no, you didn't understand. You think the point is to observe everyone at all time.
Yeah.
Oh, no. They're
No,
already building the surveillance system. The
we
AI's
need to
already
go. We
here.
need to go
You know what I
back.
mean?
We need to go back and teach you
How many fucking movies about AI being bad at, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the energy we're getting at with this kind of shit now, where I'm like, okay, all right, so Wall-E, this one's cute and fun visually, so maybe the actual message can be understood because we're not fooled, because it's definitely not like, oh, I see we're charging for pre-orders more than ever for less content, but pay extra to get the extra digital store access, where you'll then pay more money IRL to get the fake money at a bad conversion rate, by the way, that always forces you to pay for more than you need, just so you can buy the nice gold jacket that we used to be able to earn by just playing the fucking game.
Yup. Yup.
Don't mind me, I'm just like losing my grip on reality
Never mind.
tenuously. I'm
But
oh god.
okay. But
Please give
Mouse
me some.
PI.
Tell
I'll
me
go
something
back. I'll
that.
go
God,
back.
we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here.
We gotta go back. We gotta go back.
Okay,
Mouse
so
PI. So yeah, no, I
I'm
definitely
scared.
recommend the game. I think my only also gripe with it is that there is a little mini game that you play. It's always a fucking mini game.
What is with you in these games with mini games?
I don't know. I didn't even
Stop
think
playing
that there
these
was a mini
boomer
game for this
shooters.
one.
Why is there all these mini games in your
I
boomer
don't
shooters?
know.
That's not even
And
a
the funny thing
thing
is
of
that this
like
one's
the
a card game.
Shopify.
This should be my thing. It's a card game mini game. It should be my thing. But no, it's annoying. It's not that fun. It's not really fun. Because the basis of this game is that you play someone a baseball card game. What essentially it is that there's 5 innings, and where you basically give the whole point is that you play as the pitcher, and then eventually you play
Bro,
as
you're
the batter. Like,
describing this to me and it just sounds like the worst thing ever.
I know.
And I don't know if that's because you like opened with, and it's a card game and I should like it, but it's not fun though. It's not fun though. And then you were like, and it's like baseball 5 inning, you play as the pitcher, and I'm just like astral projecting out of here so quick. Like you anti-sold me on it with the opening, and then the details further anti-sold me, and I'm like, I'm literally just like completely checking the fuck out in my chair, like, and you're just like, card game, mouse, astral, you're the pitcher, 5 innings, and I'm just like, what the fuck are you describing to me?
I'll try to describe it as best I can. I'm gonna try to describe it as best I can. This is for the listeners.
Like
this is for the listeners. So
this sounds like a card game that like you as a child would invent when you're like stupid and shit, you know, when you're like 5 and you invent a game and like your parents are trying to like play the game with you, but your rules are like nonsensical because you're a fucking stupid ass child, and you're like, and then you gotta hold this but only with your left pinky while you count backwards in French, and it's like, the fuck did you just say to me? Like, that's like, it was so disjointed, the thing, like, I'm just like, I'm gone from the way you described that. I'm just like, this is a card game? What? Like, I just like you completely lost me with that.
God. I will do my best to
Oh
describe this
god.
thing,
Ooh, it
this card
doesn't
game that
sound
I did
fun.
not
It
this mini
doesn't
game I did
sound
not.
fun.
It's essentially what it is that
Yeah.
you're playing as either the batter or the pitcher. You have cards, and each card has a stat on
Uh-huh.
it. They can
Okay.
have two stats depending
Oh,
on
two
where you are.
numbers?
I know two. So if, for instance, you're playing the batter, you have the
Okay.
power, like how good that their swing is,
Okay.
and then their speed, which is how many bases they can essentially run.
Okay.
And so uh normally I think the lowest power that they have is 4, and I think the highest I've seen is 9.
Okay.
Um and so you're basically playing against the computer
Uh-huh.
in trying to beat their values. It's pretty much just kind of like, think of it like basic of like, I don't know, any card game where that has like an attack and health defense sort of thing, where it's like
What?
you're trying to beat their attack damage essentially. So my batting is hopefully better than their pitch value. That's essentially how the mini game goes. And I have 5 innings or 5 plays to do my best at batting and then do my best at pitching. Um
Uh-huh.
and so you also get like extra cards that are just to increase the value of either your how good your batting is, how many bases you can run, and on the pitching side is how good your pitch can be, or how, it's weird. It's called fielding. I don't really know. All it means is that they can't the batter, if they swing, they can't run as far just because, I don't know, you're observing them. That's literally the, because it's an eye icon. That's all I can really say about that. So the thing about this mini game is that you get card collectibles through the levels, that you can actually find them and pick them up and add them to your deck. But if you go to like the store, that where you can buy your bullets back, and sometimes even buy collectibles that you might have missed, uh, like some baseball cards. You can also buy those stats that I was saying, those stat cards, so you can put them into your deck, and then you can get better value, like better, like you can basically like, oh, my batter is a 5, but if I give them a batting value of 2 with an extra card, now it's 7. So if they play anything that's like 7 or below, then 6 or below, I win. If it's a tie, it's a flip of a coin. Either they win or I win. um so it's pretty much just kind of like that sort of mini game. You're basically just playing cards um for 5 rounds, then it flips in another 5 rounds, and whoever has the more home runs wins the mini game. And the thing is that this mini game, you have to do it 20 times. You have to win 20 times in order to get 20 tokens. And those tokens you use to unlock something, and that thing is a weapon.
Is it a
Um,
better game?
the gun?
No, oh, I was trying to interrupt you, but you said it too fast because you would like you 20 something tokens, game baseball, field numbers. I'm watching you, and then you would like you trade them in, and I was like, is it for a better game? Do you
No,
get out of
no,
here?
it's
Jesus
for a
Christ!
gun.
Like
It's for
what
a
you
gun.
just described to me sounds like you were reading like Chat GPT to me. I'm like, what
God
the fuck?
damn.
Like everything you just said sounded awful.
God, I like
This
I said,
sounds worse
I
than the
did.
mini game that you turned off in the other game.
The thing
When
is
when
that
does
this
the
minigame would
fun
have been
come in?
okay, but the fact
What?
that you have to play it, if you're playing this for completion, you have to minimally play this game 30 times. If you're going
Bro,
for completion, it
fuck
has to be minimum
that.
30 times you have to win.
Shut up.
Because you have to win 30
Like,
times.
all right, all
Um,
right, all right. We need to look something up right now. 30 times for that. How many times minimum do you need to play the newest Nier game to get to completion? Is it 30? That's that. No,
Well,
no.
okay.
I want to know. Well, look at this. Hold on. No. I'm sorry, Mouse
A
PI.
minigame does not last as much as a Nier playthrough. Let's be for real.
Nope. Let's be clear here. What is that game called? Nier Automata, right? That's the newest,
Nier
right?
Automata or Nier Replicant is the remake
Automata.
of the.
I want the newest one. How many times minimum to play for completion? Because Mouse PI is 30 minimum. You can't do it faster.
30 mini games you have to do you have to win those 30. That's why I'm saying minimum of 30. Because it's gonna be more if you lose a match or you end up in a draw.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How many times do you have to play through Mouse PI for completion?
The Mouse PI, you don't have to play. You just play one level each time. But for that specific mini game, you have to play a minimum of 30 times and win all 30 to get an achievement. Because the achievement is you won 30 games of the baseball mini game.
This is stupid. This is dumb.
Yeah, I know.
I hate this.
That's why I only did it to 20
this game
because
bad?
the 20.
Are we leaving a bad review? Am I getting?
No, I'm not leaving a bad review for the mini game.
I'm getting on video game Yelp. Mouse PI bad game 30 baseball. Like, dude, you like I feel like I've lost brain cells trying to comprehend this fucking card game that isn't even good. That I'm praying you didn't do 30 times.
I didn't. I only did for the 20 because the 20 gives you a gun.
I don't. Was the gun even good? You were just going on that the gun.
Funny enough, I unlocked it and I never got to use it because I did I locked it like at the very end.
Bro, this sounds bad. I don't think I want to play this game now.
You don't even have to do it at all. Unless you're going for
but
the
I know it's
achievement.
there now. And nah.
Unless it's achievement wise, like you don't have to do it at all. But it was like, oh god, this is getting
like depressing me. Tell me about good games. Ron, can you tell me about some good games that you played this month, please?
I did play Abiotic Factor, more of it because they updated.
Yeah, you usually have nice things to say about that. This was depressing. Tell me about the nice thing.
Okay,
Christ.
so
is this what the Elon Musk all AI game is gonna be like? It's gonna be like 5 pitch 30 times gun you don't use innings mouse grok like it's just like listening to that like was actively I can feel my brain cells hanging themselves.
Oh fuck.
I'm sorry. I've been like I literally was just like slamming the weed pen with my hand in my head like Captain Picard as you're like describing this game to me and I'm just like the more he tells me the more I'm in pain.
But don't worry, I don't have to talk about it anymore. I'll talk about Abiotic Factor with their new anniversary update, which was also very nice because like I said, I think I talked about it previously.
Nice. Is this the Tropic one?
No. That one's not out yet.
Okay.
That one comes out. That one comes out later this year.
I remember
hopefully.
what you said last time about this game. This is
what
he likes without the bad mini games.
I know. Actually, there's still one kind of okay. We won't talk about it.
10 out of 10. There's no bad mini games.
Asterisk. Anyway, they had updated in May, which I talked about.
Mini game was that January 6th? It was spotted in the documents.
Oh fuck. They had an update in May. I talked about that last time. But the thing is that in July when
of a January 6th protest with like shitty mini games on it.
God.
Fucking Chadley's there leaning on it like
Chadley was his whole thing. Hey, I'm playing some mini games. You want to play? Oh fuck me. The thing is that the 1.0 for this game for Abiotic came out last year in July, and so because of that anniversary, they decided to do another update this month in July for the 1.0 essentially. And what they did was that they added a lot of kind of cool things, I will say.
Okay.
So since they had revamped Pets 2.0 back in May, and you were able to make more pets, they added Another pet that you could get, and more mutations to different pet, which is nice. But they also
Love a
added
good mutated pet.
and yeah, you can get pets. You can make this time. You can make a pet. You can digitally recreate a pet because now there's digital garden plots. Back previously there
So
was
you're
only like
like,
regular
what are
garden
you gonna
plots.
like playing
Now,
Tamagotchi in your
yeah,
abiotic
yeah.
vector? This
Well,
sounds like a
you're not
new
playing
mini game.
Tamagotchi. You basically create the Tamagotchi, plant it into a digital garden plot, and then once it's fully formed, you can pull it out of its digital existence into reality, and now it's your pet. It's great. It's fucking great. It's awesome.
someday when this show's more famous and pays some of our bills and we have reason to like do like it live just so people could see like facial reactions, because I make a lot of them when you say things sometimes, which I'm sure you do as well from the other end. Um
Yeah.
but sometimes you say things and like I just know that if there was a camera on me, that I have just like become a template for like a minimum of 732 new memes. Sometimes when you say things, and I'm just like, the fuck is he saying to me? What is this about? I'm sorry. And you're
It's
just
okay.
like,
Don't
baseball,
worry
but
about it. Don't
bad.
worry
It
about it. I could
works.
I could turn digital stuff into physical stuff. It's okay.
In your
It's all
digital
right.
game.
Yeah, in the digital
Okay,
game.
I'm noticing a trend where you seem to have a lot of things inside things in games that you play. You're like
It's
playing
perfect. It's
like
fantastic.
your genre niche is like the Russian doll, but for video games.
It's
You know what I
Inception. Yeah,
mean?
it's Inception.
No. Inception's good. The Russian doll is just kind of creepy and weird. Inception's really good, although it's nowhere near as good as Tenet. Tenet's really good. You should watch Tenet. Have you
What else
seen
did they
Tenet?
add? I have not. I
Have you seen
won't.
Inception?
I have seen Inception.
Okay, you should see Tenet at some point. I bug you to
I will.
watch a lot of movies. You should watch Tenet and actually watch it and then get back to me. Tenet's really. Did you like Inception?
Um, I thought it was fine. It's been a long
Mm,
time since I've seen it. Um,
okay. You should watch Tenet. Tenet's really good. Tenet's like absolutely like a really smart movie, and people are too dumb for it. You should watch Tenet.
I will.
Everybody,
I
that's
will
your
at some
homework.
point.
Go watch Tenet. Please go watch
Go
Tenet.
watch
It's
that.
really
All
good.
right. If I find it, I'll watch it.
You should.
Um,
Well, I mean, it's around. It's not like it's
I mean,
far
yeah,
gone.
I just need to know where I can
He's
like
like
watch it. So.
scouring the Sahara. Find the one hard physical copy of Tenet
Where's the
left in the
fucking
world.
physical copy of
Yeah, where's
Tenet?
the physical copy? Physical. Fucking babies. We'll get to you later.
Oh,
Dumbass
well,
babies.
this is gonna be. Oh, I can already tell
I'm
it's gonna be
right,
bad.
and
Okay,
they're all wrong, and they're not gonna get what they want because they don't know how to get it.
all right.
We'll get to
So let's
that.
see.
I
With
can't wait.
Abiotic, they added a new cool oven, which thank God that they
A,
did. But yeah, no,
a
they
new.
definitely
So
added
wait.
just
Is this a nice oven or a new like cool oven in that it's an oven but cold?
no. It's a better oven than what you
I
could
hate
use
this show.
previously.
I hate this show. The sentence that just left my mouth was like an oven but cold. I hate this
An
show.
oven, but cold, but hot out of
Fuck
cold.
an oven but cold. Is it like an oven but for cold? Is like the most stoner thing I might have
Are
ever
you,
said in my life.
are you just
Is
gonna?
it
Are you just talking about a
like
fridge or
an
a freezer? Is that what you were just saying? I mean, it won't cook in there, but it'll keep it cold. I mean, if that's what you want. They got fridges, they got freezers in this game. Yeah, they do. They got that. Oh my god. But
Oh
yes,
god.
better oven, better oven. More skills that they added in the skill trees. Thank God. Some of them are really nice. Um, more cool foods to create. They didn't add any new worlds, which is fine because they're working on that big one at the end of the year. But
Tropic
all
one?
stuff that they added was really nice.
The Tropic one coming later. That one they're working on. That's
Yeah,
the new world,
that
right?
one
Yeah,
later.
that's
That
where
one
you'll need
hopefully
that
later.
oven, but like cold in the Tropic Zone. It's
Yeah,
really hot
of
there.
cold and of hot in out. Yeah,
Yep.
Oh god,
Yeah.
help it. I'm just like looking at the fucking like episode potential name list here. Mega Mike, there is a human Megamind. Megamind was there at the January 6th. I saw him. Midlife FPS crisis. A doctor without a face. His face is wispy, air quotes. Chadley got me like, maybe Shinra isn't the bad guy. The more he tells me, the more pain I'm in. Followed by, is it like an oven but for coal? This fucking show is such a goddamn train wreck.
It is fucked.
Oh my god.
Okay. So yeah, that's a body factor. Again, they added a bit, not that much, but thankfully all that they added was really nice. The last thing I have been playing so far, has been Romeo is a Dead Man. I finally am getting to that one now.
That's the.
I have not finished
hold
it,
up.
but I'm
Is that
super
the
close. I'm
new
super close to finishing
Suda?
it.
Is that
Yes,
Suda? Swery?
new Suda
Is that
51
both?
Grasshopper.
Right? Isn't it both on
Yeah.
this one, or is that the other game? There's like no. There's like a weird hotel side scroller.
Oh
game.
no,
Both
that
of
one
them,
was
right?
an old one. That one was I'm trying to remember. No, it's not that
Hotel
one.
Barcelona.
Yeah, something like that. No, it's not
Yeah.
that one.
Okay.
It's
I
it's a
know.
much more
Is
newer one.
Romeo and a Dead Man both still both Swery Suda?
Yeah, no,
Oh.
it's Suda 51. Swery is someone else. This one's just Grasshopper, which is Suda's company.
At least Grasshopper's still around.
Yeah, Grasshopper's still around. And I've been enjoying.
Remember when Platinum Games was around? Yeah.
I mean, they're around, but yeah.
Are they? Are they?
They
Like,
technically aren't.
Platinum Games
in the
is
literal
around
sense they are, but
Platinum Games is around in the way that 4-year-old use imaginary best friend that would never hurt you ever and is actually perfect and ideal and is really just your childhood subconscious like yearning for freedom it doesn't even understand. That's how Platinum Games is around. They're not around though. You know? That's When's the last time a Platinum game came out?
I can actually look.
Yeah,
It's probably like recently.
Was it Wonderful whatever?
Wonderful 101? No, that was one of that one came out.
No, was it wait, was it it's the failed thing, right? The Babylon thing?
No?
Babylon's Fall? The fucking shitty
Yeah, Babylon's
online?
Fall, the one that didn't even last like a month. Yeah, no, it's not that one.
It like half came out and then died in like a week. It was weird. That was like, when's the last time Platinum Games like had a game come out?
2025 Ninja Gaiden 4.
Nobody cares about that.
No one cares about Ninja Gaiden.
Nobody gives two fucks about Ninja Gaiden, man.
Who care about Ninja Gaiden?
No, like Ninja Gaiden. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if anybody actually cared about Ninja Gaiden the way people say people care about Ninja Gaiden, motherfucker, why your franchise get like one game every 10 years and they're like the same game, bro? No one cares. You got bodied by Devil May Cry and everything else in the genre. No one cares. Like, you'd be like, Ninja Gaiden, and then no, you don't see anyone clamoring for it ever. I'm just saying, nobody cares.
Another thing I can see is that they helped with Final Fantasy 16 and Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater.
So
those
it
were
sounds
some
like they're
recent
not
ones.
around anymore.
But they are developing the new game Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin, and
that's not real. Stop saying that. That's not real. That's not real. Yeah, we've had this talk already. I'm not doing this again. That's not real. You've shown literally like a JPEG with some font and made a sound file play across the last 5 years. That's it. I refuse to believe this game is real. Like, you have shown less content than fucking Deep Down showed. This game is not real until I see some goddamn gameplay. It has been like brought up twice at like major Jeff Keighley cult event of the year, and every time it's literally just like generic picture of a dark alleyway with a manhole cover and then like a sound file, and then it goes The Last Ronin. nothing of substance has been like less content than games that like get canceled before we ever like do not trust this in this day and age until it's actually showing something. Like, I don't believe this game's real. I really like. I want to be wrong because that'd be great. I'd love a badass Last Road in Platinum games that lets me like TMT it up, but Revenge Rising, whatever fucking Metal Gear that is. But like, come on, y'all. It's been forever. They've shown nothing. Even Deep Down had like 5 minutes of gameplay by this point. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, in a world where everything dies all the time, I just like let's not counter mutant turtles before they hatch. You know, to follow the really poor metaphor. Because like I don't think this game's real, y'all. I don't think this game's real. I think we all want it to be real, but until I see more concrete evidence, this game is Schrodinger's cat at best, okay? Schrodinger's turtle.
Yep.
Schrodinger's turtle?
Schrodinger's turtle.
When he goes in the shell, is he actually in there, you know?
Alright.
Vaughn's immediately like, shut the fuck up. That's the way you laughed with like such immediate resignation, like, I'm already done with this stuff. Oh my god. I can't wait till we're like, I'm in my 40s and you're in your like mid 30s and it's still gonna be this much of a train wreck. It just won't change.
Oh, it's gonna.
The good news is the industry will always provide things for me to make fun of.
Oh yeah.
Maybe they'll learn how to do some good mini games by then for you. And all your boom shooters.
Maybe they'll figure it out.
Wait,
I mean, there's already been good mini games previously. It's just that they've decided not to learn
good mini
them.
games. How about we, you know what, maybe we could, I still think we need to go back to basics even further than that. I hear you on good mini games, but allow me to pitch to you, what about just a good game? And no mini games. What if we just make the game good? How about we go back there first? Have we considered making it good? You know what I mean? Like, I feel, you know that comic with that like CEO guys like, we need kids to get the money. We need sales to go up. Who's got any ideas? And it's the one guy like leaning on his hand and he says a thing, and then he gets thrown out the window by the CEO, or whatever. It's me, and I'm over there looking at like every studio, and I'm like, have we considered making it good? That's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's how my FPS midlife crisis feels, where I'm just like, how about none of that nonsense? And what if we just made the game itself good? How about we start there? And we're not getting any of that. All right, yeah. What else have you been playing?
I mean, if Romeo's a Dead Man.
Yes, yeah,
that
Romeo's a Dead Man. I lost myself in my own nonsense.
Yeah.
Tell me about the dead man that is named Romeo, and is he a dead man?
Yes, he technically is a dead man because he died. But his grandfather revived him using a sort of weird.
It was very like Rick and Morty energy, that part. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. And so
Romeo.
now,
Romeo, it's me. You gotta save the universe.
Pretty much, because the whole thing that's going on right now is that
that's the energy I got from it. I'll be honest.
You're from a place called Deptford, Pennsylvania, and what happened was that something collided with. Yeah, it's just called Deptford, Pennsylvania, and this happened in 1994, 96.
I was 4 years old then.
And so what happened was that something collided with it and basically destroyed the entire Earth. And what that caused was some space rift conundrum that caused Deptford, Pennsylvania to basically break up into different time eras, essentially. And now you work with the FBI's time space cop section to try to.
This is stupid, but I love it.
To try to basically make sure that the time space continuum does not break down and the whole universe basically implodes upon itself.
I feel like I've seen this movie several times.
Yeah, but the thing is that the cause of what created like that fracture and everything is basically from one person. Her name is Juliet, and it's the woman that you met in like the middle of the road that had been she just like been on like in the middle of the road, like laid down, like something might have happened to her, and so you as Romeo fell in love with Juliet, and so uh yeah, so some some fucked up happened, and so now as dead man, your job is to try to bring in Juliet or stop her and try to fix whatever the fuck is also going on, while also stopping um other what's called other fugitives of the space time FBI who are also causing like issues within the space time continuum. It's
Wow.
cool. It's interesting. It's all sorts of fucked up, and that's the best explanation I can give.
Yeah.
Um,
I
but
mean,
it's
sounds like a
it's
mess.
yeah, it's a fucking mess. But it's Suda 51, and
I
I
like
always
that
enjoy
it's like
his
the
shit.
space time FBI, implying clearly that America and only America controls the power to monitor space time.
Yeah.
Just a little. Usually, I feel like 10 years ago that'd be funnier to me, and now it just feels like an existential crisis. I don't like the idea of 2027 America being able to monitor space time. It really unnerves me as a autistic person. Just gonna
Technically,
put that out there.
this space-time FBI developed
Uh huh.
in 2030, so we'll see.
That's
Oh,
great.
4 years time, we'll see if
Oh, the
anything develops.
PS6 will be out then! Yay! Oh my god.
Uh, but I've been loving the game so far. I've been enjoying the
What
combat and
kind of
everything.
like is it like?
It's
What
hack and
kind of get?
slash.
So like it's like a No More Heroes?
Yeah, like No More
Yeah.
Heroes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
How's the soundtrack?
Um. Oh, it's good. It's really fucking
Yeah,
good.
it better be. It better be. I feel
I
like
think my
most games
favorite
have to have
my
sounds.
favorite boss theme at the moment has been the second boss fight. I've been that has been a jam so far.
Mm-hmm.
The what's it called?
Mm-hmm.
The thing about this game is that you can get four different melee weapons and four
Mm-hmm.
different guns. Um the four melee weapons are like the saber that you start off with. Then you get basically what's a bigger saber, like it's like two-handed and like it
Like a
you
claymore.
almost essentially. The third weapon you can get is fists. You can just punch people, the shit out of people.
I do like
And the
punching the shit out
fourth,
of people.
that's why I picked that weapon. I love beating the shit out of people
Well,
with
yeah, I
my
mean, you
punches.
remember how much I marked the fuck out at a Stellar Blade Blood Rain Punch Wife.
Yeah. And and the fourth weapon is basically like sort of like a double-edged lance or spear. Because
Nice.
it has two
So like Darth Maul?
essentially.
Yeah.
But that you can apparently like I guess break it down into two like sabers in the
Oh.
depending on what you're doing as a combo. Um,
Okay, yeah. So like what like people do after Darth Maul.
yeah.
Where everybody's like, yo, why didn't he do that? And it's like, I didn't have that kind. He literally just had the double sided. Okay.
You just
Every
double.
single person after with the double sided kind is not using a pure double sided. It's a longer and shorter one that combine, and then they snap them apart, and it's like, ah, now you can't cut his weapon in
Da.
half, or like that sick moment where like in Star Wars Acolyte, no, is that what? Yeah, Acolyte, yeah, that shit was awesome. Where like he's fighting him with a lightsaber, and then he like pops out a like they're doing like the lightsaber clash, and he like presses a button on his saber and it like pops out a really smaller saber from like within the handle that's just like a lightsaber but like little fucking dagger length and just stabs the person right in the fucking like throat with it and they die. And I was just like, yo, that's fucking dirty. That's
Damn.
fucked up to do in this world. That's like significantly more fucked up than like regular sword and popping out a little knife to stab someone. There's something like extra worse about it being a lightsaber inside of a lightsaber. It's like, oh, that's so fucked up. That's like really evil that you would have that. Like nobody good is gonna have this weapon. This weapon is designed to be evil with. That's why I like it so much. It's fun doing bad things.
Oh,
You heard
but
you
yeah,
heard me.
those are the
You
4
heard
weapons.
me.
The 4
You know
guns that you can
exactly
get
what that
is
is, so we don't need to go into it. You
we
know.
don't need to go. We need to do it.
Everyone should know. If you don't know what that is, you're too young for this show.
Uh, the 4 guns that you get is a pistol, a shotgun, a machine gun, and then a rocket launcher.
It's quite the escalation.
It is, it is. But they all serve, I guess, depending on what purpose you're trying to go for. Pistol tends to be for me overall generally the better one because faster reload, good damage.
Pistols hurt.
They do, they do.
They be hurting. A lot of people died of pistols. They be hurting.
They do.
Nobody says shotgun whipped, you know, it's pistol whipped.
The shotgun is actually not bad, but like it's very much. It even says in the description, it's like very good up close, not so good at distance. And normally the
Well,
thing
yeah,
is that
it's a
whenever
shotgun.
the thing is that when you're trying, the point of using guns is because you're trying to hit weak points. These little like blue flowers that appear on enemies.
Gotcha.
When you hit them once, they kind of bloom and they do damage, and then once you hit them again, they explode and do even more damage.
Would
And
you
so
say that they're blossoming?
yes, that's what I said.
Oh, okay.
Pay attention. Anyway, the thing is that those weak points don't the only
So the
they
gun is
don't
like a
ever.
setup. It's not like kill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not usually kill. It's usually
It's
set up.
Bloodborne rules. It's Bloodborne rules. It's the stagger, the parry, or the like. Do this so you can get him with the big weapon.
Yeah, pretty much. And so that's why I tend to just stick to the pistol. I have used the rocket launcher a bit frequently, because that one can do quite a bit of damage if you manage to hit it. But because of it being a bit more clunky and of course it having longer reload, normally I just stick with pistol. It's usually better for the job. But overall, like I said, like I've been enjoying the combat. Something that you can do in this game is have uh an item essentially, or even some sort of skills uh that are activated by a thing called a bastard. It's like these weird zombie looking dudes. And so
called
the
a
thing is that
bastard.
yeah. And so the thing about these bastards is that each one is unique because they have like a skill that they can activate using. And the way that it works, how it works in the game is that you get bastard seeds and you plant them in like this little garden that you have. When they grow,
And they'll
which
never
takes
know.
10 in game takes
they'll
10
never
in
know.
game minutes. What?
They'll never know.
They'll never know. I'll never know.
Yeah, the bastard seeds. They're not gonna know. That's why they're bastards. They don't know who sired them. They don't know who planted them.
They know I planted them. Maybe, who knows?
Oh, well,
Maybe they
I
don't.
mean, do they? It doesn't sound like they know. It sounds like you planted them and then you leave.
Yeah.
It's usually how planting works. You gotta come back every now and then and trim up the leaves.
Yeah, when you come back, they're
Just tell me about the game. That's terrible, man. Even I didn't like that one. Even I
oh,
aborted.
so Jesus. When you pull them out of the ground, they basically, I think what's a little funny thing
So
at
you
first,
like
and
pulling out little zombies? Is that what you telling
yeah,
me?
the thing is that their hand
Like fucking little
when
Harry Potter, like Mandrake looking boys?
so what happens is that when you plant the seed, like at least in visually in game, it shows like there's like a hand there. Once it grows, like it's fully ripe and you can pull it out. It basically has like a hand like almost fully extended red, and there's even butterflies for some reason around it. And then when you go and try to pull it out, like there's just I guess like a little, I wouldn't even call it a mini game, but you basically hold right trigger and like it's you grabbing the hand and literally pulling them out of the dirt.
What the fuck?
Like it's like a little like I guess like cutscene
And why do
per
you do
se.
this? Why do you kill
Oh, because
their
the
like
thing is that the
lantern?
skills that
Like,
they have are can range from like being decent because they're like because even bastard seeds have a rarity. They're like original, rare, and epic. Um, and the thing is that depending on what type of seed you get, you'll get like a specific skill within that rarity. And the thing is that in order to get some really good skills, you have to combine bastards. And the way that works is that they face off each other, and I think they basically consume each other. Like they just, it's bloody. It's a bloody affair. Like all that happens is that they run to each other, the
this game's
screen
weird,
goes
man.
all bloody, yeah, and then the seed
This
is
game's
born.
weird.
Don't ask about it. It is weird, but funny as fuck.
Okay.
So some of like the skills that I'm using right now, which is all like the legendary skills, is like one of them basically a bastard like pops up uh
Mhm.
and does like a weird yoga stance, and
Okay.
everything around it basically gets sucked into the floor. And then they
What?
and like slam into the ground. Uh there's another one where like one of them like basically does like is readying up a punch, but in front of him it's like the universe, I guess, lining up, like the planets are aligning into orbit. And once like they align perfectly, he does like a singular punch that like does a bunch of damage. It's like Gra Mahala is I think the name of the skill. It's again, it's all these really weird
This
skills.
weird ass game.
But
This game,
it's
I
what I
just can't
expect of
believe
it's why
this game is
it's
weird.
what I expect of Suda 51. Like this would not be a Suda if it wasn't weird as shit like
Yeah,
that.
I mean, you're
And I
just
love it.
describing it was like, what the fuck is this, bro?
Yeah, it's stupid. I think the funniest thing about like the whole bastard process is that once you pull them out of the ground, you basically have to name them, but the way they're named is just basically just like a roulette happening and you just have to stop it. And so like there's somewhere it's been
Oh,
like
okay.
it's somewhere it's like oh fuck. Uh watches 5 movies a month and then like a random name. Or it's like has a really
What?
great uncle, a name. Um
Huh?
is very greedy, a name. I'm trying to remember one. Weighs 400 pounds, a name. Uh it's such like it's weird. It's like a
What
weird
the
description
fuck?
and then a name. That's how the bastards are being named, and it's really funny.
This is this is the most bizarre part of this. Which
It's
I
a bizarre
don't
part,
like.
but a fucking funny as fuck. But
Wild.
that's like another aspect
Wild
of the
that you've
game
told me about that so
that
far.
that you kind of have to kind of like invest in a bit because like
You have to
you
invest in
have
the bastards.
you have to invest in them.
That's
But
why George R. R. Martin writes so many of them. You gotta
you
put your money
gotta.
in the bastards.
It gets easier once you find a bastard that's called stealing or fuck. It's just basically stealing. His name is just stealing. His whole skill is that he steals items from other enemies.
Uh-huh.
And the only item that you can steal from an enemy is a bastard seed. So he is stealing the monster seeds. Yes. Um, and when you level these bastards up, because they can go from, I guess, like level 1 to level 100 in like 3 different stats from
Holy
their
fuck.
like
Jesus
effectiveness, their
Christ.
cooldown, and like their damage or whatever, or range sometimes. Um,
God, this is so much just for this.
yeah, it is a bit, but you kind of understand it as you go. It's not too hard. But once you like leveled up, like for instance that stealing bastard, I have them like at pure 100, so their cooldown is quick. They always are going to get a bastard seed of epic rarity, uh, and they can pretty much do it on everyone except like bosses, really.
Okay.
So it's effective, like to be able to grind that way more bastards. But usually what I do now is because now that I have like the bastards that I'm going to need, I can just steal the seeds to sell them for money. And I use that like currency, or I forget what it's called. It's like
erosion flowers or
Bastard
something like that.
bucks. Bastard bucks.
I sell the seeds so I can get more erosion flowers, which is the currency, so I can buy stuff from the store. And that's pretty much what I've been doing for some time in that game. But I'm basically at the end.
So
I
you're
think I'm at
farming
the last
bastards.
level. Yeah, I sell bastard seeds.
You're a bastard seed farmer.
For sentries, which is what you use to level up your weapons.
Wow.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
I feel like somehow every game you talked about was like either a mini game or leveling up weapons in some convoluted way.
Yeah.
That's kind of wild because other than that, these three games should not correlate at all, and I kind of hate it.
Not correct at all, but that's kind of the point of the game.
I kind of hate it actually.
Damn. But no, I've been having a lot of fun with Romeo's Dam,
It
man.
sounds
The
like this
combat
was the
is
one that
really
was the
fun.
really fun one though. Yeah,
It's really fun. It's been fantastic. Even though I'm not understanding any of the shit that sometimes goes on. Like
when does
every
Killer
time
7 come back?
in the levels that you play, it's all in areas of Deptford per se. Like the first level that you play in is
Good
the
old
that's not like the what's it called that's not like the uh training level, like the
tutorial
thing.
Yeah,
That's not the tutorial level. Like the first main level that you play is in like a mall. Essentially, it's the Deptford Mall.
The Deadford
And then you go to like City Hall at one point
Oh,
in another level. But it's like all in different like
yeah,
eras as well.
yeah.
Like the first one is like 1980 something Deptford Mall.
Yeah.
So
Where,
it's
it's where Biff Tannen hangs out at the arcade at the
the
Deadford Mall in 1980s.
The City Hall almost looked like the fucking City Hall from Back to the Future, to be honest. At least the outside. But the thing about each level is that apart from having like the normal level that you're in, you can go into subspace. And subspace is I know. It's weird. The funny thing is that the way that you enter subspace is through a television, and the television always reminds me, for some reason, of like Twin Peaks, because it's just a guy like with a cup of coffee, and like he's just putting sugar and like swimming, or like he'll sometimes have a steak dinner and like cutting the steak and like drinking the wine, and like tell you some of the most random stuff. Like some things like I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then he's like, travel to subspace, and then he just points the finger at you and then transports you into subspace. And then now you're in like this really weird digital like
everything you just said was very Twin Peaksy.
Oh, but no, it's fantastic. Yeah, no, I'm about to finish that. Hopefully I'll finish it up if not this weekend, like the following weekend, or at least during the week. So I'll have that good to go when we get to August. And yeah, fantastic. And I think the only thing I could say of for mini games I played very quick is I played Killing Floor 3 because it's a free weekend right now. The only thing, like having played when it was beta wise of last year till now, like it doesn't feel that much different. The only thing that kind of sucks though is that like a lot of games do this nowadays where you have to compile shaders every time you start up the game, especially if it's been a game that you haven't like played in a while. But the thing is that for that game, like I had to compile shaders once to get into the game, once to get into a different map, and then I think another time to just go back to like the main menu. Like it is compiling shaders like constantly, and that's kind of
what the
like that just kind of feels like a lot for like this game. Like it's like if it's gonna be like that every time, where it's just you're just staring at like the what's it called the loading screen for compiling shaders.
You sure
like,
you're not hitting the weed pen? You're over here like forgetting what a tutorial when a loading screen is.
I'm just gone. I don't need weed for that. That's just my brain.
That's your secret gap, huh? I don't need weed for that.
I don't need weed.
Meanwhile, I'm like
fucked.
just like killing the joint as the world's on fire, and I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's go.
But yeah, no, that's all I played. Really, just this month, and more Siege, and more Ready or Not.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Well, with that, let us mosey on over to the news, where things are usually depressing.
Yep, very depressing.
Let's start with the big dog in the room. Sony is phasing out physical discs. I think it's by 2028. It's gonna be no
Yes.
more. This is something they've like when you start like reading about it and more, they've been planning for a while.
Yeah.
They only have one physical disc factory, and several years back they already had started training everyone in something else that's gonna like yield more profit, is more in demand, even still. Data has come out via like Paul Tassi of Forbes and stuff, Ars Technica and yada yada, and your IGNs and everything, this and that in between. That like Sony doesn't really sell a lot of physical games, and that has been on like physical game sales have been on decline for like 20 fucking years. Like it's something that like in the last 10 years, only like 7 Sony games even sold 100,000 discs. And to put this in perspective, there was a point where it was like that number was like in the millions every time over every game. But like consumers have consistently proven to this company over and over digital to such a like massive degree that they're still proving that. A lot of annoying people on the internet are really mad. Every video for anything on PlayStation games is just a million YouTube comments thinking they're making any kind of headway or like actually protesting in any way that actually has any kind of like logical merit or like chance of achieving anything. Of just like, well, I can't wait to buy this on my physical disc. So they're just like roasting it and not actually like dedicating the energy anywhere important. Strangely, they also seem to have missed that Xbox has come out and said multiple times that the Helix is gonna like at best you have a disc, but you put that disc in the console and then it generates with a code on that disc that is one-time use a digital file of the game for you to own. But then that disc does nothing after that, which means even though you have a disc, it's a waste of a disc because it does nothing after that. It can't be given to your friend. They can't use that disc now. It has nothing on it. It's a one-time code. But nobody's on the Xbox stuff being mad about it. And it's also like, I'm going to be honest, pretty much every motherfucker who's like, I only own, like, I still buy a bunch of physical media, liar. Like, 99.99% of every person that ever says that, you're a liar. You're a fucking liar. No, you fucking do not. No, you do not. Because if that was the case, everything wouldn't have a digital shop. Because there was an era where most games didn't have a version you could buy on the digital shops in those early days. Like, we have been rocketing towards this for years. And if it wasn't PlayStation, it was someone else first. And Xbox is busy doing the same thing. And it's like people don't buy music CDs, albums anymore. You know what I mean? Like yes, vinyl is kind of making a comeback, but as like a niche collector's thing. People don't do that. Like think about books. Everybody buys fucking ebooks. Everybody listens to audiobooks. You don't even buy the book anymore. Physical media in all forms has been dying rapidly for 20 something years. Anyone who doesn't see that or acknowledge that is brain dead and a fucking moron.
I think
Also,
it doesn't
you're
really
not
matter
gonna
if
hang on.
physical was
Well,
already dying. It's the fact that the
I'm not.
choice is being removed, and I think
But
that's kind of
you're
where.
not choosing the other thing when it's there. No one is.
But it does.
Otherwise,
But
they would
does.
still sell it. Also, like all this energy and habla and noise and the way they're going about it is going to achieve nothing but make you look like little fucking bitch babies who can't think big picture and also don't actually know how to protest something. Like the way they're going about it is not going to achieve a goddamn single thing when physical sales are like less than 1% of what Sony's shit brings. Man, they don't give a fuck. they can afford to lose that every year and still make big money. In fact, they'll make more money because they won't waste the money on the physical stuff that y'all motherfuckers ain't buying. You ain't putting your money where your mouth is. And honestly, for all the energy and noise people are making about this, it's really annoying to look at it every day and be like, if you took like a quarter of the effort you're putting into this and like focused heavily on, I don't know, digital consumer rights and ownership instead, you might actually be able to like affect some good change for consumers in this insane shithole capitalism, good corporatism world we live in. Like, we're never going to live in a world where we're gonna have like the dream scenario for us as consumers. Let that go. It ain't gonna fucking happen. Human beings are not that nice across the board to let that happen. But like, you could like really like the fight, the energy more now than ever. We need to be focusing on making sure that like digital consumers' rights exist in a real and tangible way that is in our favor as much as we can make it be. Not making all this pointless noise about physical media that most motherfuckers aren't buying. So yes, there's the lack of choice, but it's like a lack of choice over a thing you weren't buying anyway. Like, can you really make that argument? Like, if I present you with orange juice or lemonade every day for 25 years and you took the lemonade every single time and never even glanced at the orange juice in 20 years, and then I stopped putting the orange juice out, how am I at fault? You never wanted the fucking orange juice, you keep picking the goddamn lemonade. Even when the lemon, like, and it's even dumber because like they're like, you'll see people complain. They'll be like, it's crazy because digital games cost the same. Yeah, it is crazy, actually, that they do cost the same. That never made any goddamn sense. But you can't be mad about that over that being the reason that physical is being phased out. Like, it's been phasing out for years because you, the people, stopped buying it over the digital that should be less expensive but cost the same. You got us here, not the companies. All
Well,
they did was create the product, and then you just walked in line and said yes to everything. Don't be mad about it now when they make the decision they've clearly been going towards. Like I don't know. I just
I
feel
mean,
like the
it's
way
for me.
people are
The thing is that,
responding
like,
to
yeah,
this is
mostly
stupid.
most sales are digital. I have seen some of the graphs, and it's like, yes, most
Almost
games
all
are
of
right
them.
now
It's
in
like,
digital.
dude, it's like a
But the thing is that you still
95% at
have a
best.
small amount of people that still want physical,
Yeah,
and like
sure,
I do.
want but aren't buying.
No, they're still buying physical. That's why there's still physical sales. Like, it's still going, and that's
And
still
it's been
like
a
a
thing
choice
that's
that they're
dying in
making. And
every
like, if
entertainment
and they're
industry.
just getting
Like,
that choice removed completely. Like, now it's all digital. Now there's no way to being able to get a
we've
physical
always
disc
been headed
anymore.
to
And
this,
so,
though. Like,
yeah,
I
I
don't
know
understand. Are
it's
people blind? Like, I don't know. I don't see the
like
point in any of the upset over this when less physical of everything is selling every year. And instead of all this noise over shit that most people ain't buying, and even if they're saying they're buying, they're not buying nearly as much as they say they are, because frankly, bullshit, you don't have the space. You just don't. The convenience of digital wins more people over than any kind of physical appeal ever will. That's been the whole point. Like, I understand that like people are like collectors or somebody's like preservation and stuff like that matters, but like, I don't know, focus on digital preservation, man. We needed to be focused on that 20 years ago. Fighting over like the lack of physical in a thing that's just been dying for years anyway. Like, I don't know. It
the
just
thing is
seems
that
like wasted
that is
energy.
going that is happening in a degree. That is happening right now with the whole stop killing games movement that's been going in Europe, and even in the US right now. In California, they're trying to introduce legislation when it comes to trying to not destroy, um or basically just outright not make games available anymore, especially if they're like purely online or stuff like that. That's being introduced. So that's a stepping stone into what eventually can be for digital consumers' rights, and like being able to make sure that if they own a copy, like they own a copy, and a company cannot just basically uh remove any digital services, that anything that they bought digitally. Because we've seen right now in like this, it happened literally either earlier this month or just late June, where PlayStation had to remove movies because they lost the license to those movies and they had to remove them from the libraries of people who already bought that sort of thing. Like that's gone now. Like that's and so if you physically had the movies, they can't do that because they would have to
And if
literally
the
come to your
physical
house and
disc
take that.
breaks, what then?
But yeah, you
Oh,
can
you don't
always
have the movie
print out.
anymore?
You can
You don't have
print
the movie then.
another physical out. It's
So, but you
the
would
thing is
have to
that
go
like
buy one again.
yeah. Yeah, that is the thing with physical. And the same what happens when your hard drive gets fucked? Like and what happens if your account gets blocked or like if they Sony is like,
So
"Hey,
there's
something
no
happened to your
change in the
account."
thing at all in this
It's
scenario.
it's
Like
it's
it's
every
they are the same.
it's everywhere where like there's always something in within like the whole ways companies have just ownership of everything at this point. Like the way they're just trying to make sure that
Okay,
they
see,
own everything and you
this
own
is my
nothing.
thing. Like,
And
homie,
it's
they've
and
had
at least
ownership of everything longer. That's not new. It's been that way long before you and I were
that needs
conceived.
to
It's
change.
just
But that's something that we
nobody
need to
opened their
change.
eyes. Yeah, and whining on every PlayStation video that, oh, I'll buy it when it's out on physical isn't gonna fucking achieve shit. It just makes you look like a dumb little baby bitch. Especially when Xbox is also chasing the same agenda. And it's like, I don't know, it just seems like whiny noise about nothing because you're not actually trying to like solve the problem. Everyone whining about it is not trying to solve the problem. They're just whining to whine. They'll find something else to whine in like 6 months when Sony doesn't budge on this because they know they don't fucking have to. Like, at the end of the day, like, you can be like preservation, you can be like, oh, physical copies can do things digital can't, except not really. I can destroy your physical copy just as easily as your digital. And you can't always replace either. Like, spoilers, none of this is permanent, is my point. And like the anger and vitriol some people have online when you're like not bothered by it like I am, because it's like, yeah, we've been headed here. Everyone should have known this was coming. Yeah, you should have fought harder sooner for like clearer digital consumer rights and protections. You shouldn't have waited so long. That's on you as the consumers for not caring enough. You only care now because it was just like a big announcement. And it's like, legally, they could have just said nothing.
Well,
You know how
better
many
now
games come out that
than
don't even
late.
have a physical release anymore? A lot. A lot of games don't even bother. That should have been the first. Like, I don't know. I just, like, I don't see the point in the way people are reacting other than just to make noise about something. Like, it's not like they're coming to the table with any kind of, like, actual plan, anything of merit. They're just whining, no physical, no buy. And it's like, bitch, I bet you like 98% of the people saying that, if I could go look at their account, be like, oh, you bought it? Oh, did you pre-order the new game already? Yeah? Yeah, I bet you did. I bet you fucking did. I'm shocked at how, like, loud everyone is about it. When it just really seems like all the data is like, motherfuckers ain't buying physical. Like, what do you want? Like, I don't know. It just seems like we as consumers put ourselves here, and now people are mad about it. It's like you should have been mad about it a long time ago. You should have made some noise a long time ago. It's too late now. You already let it go. It's gone. Like, there's no changing. This decision is not going to be reverted. You know what I mean? Like, it's
It
not
may not, but
inherently
I
good.
do think that I
No,
do think that now
100%
like
it's not. They've already changed the factory like 5 years ago. Like, this has been long planned. We, like,
it's
if all this data points to that we were gonna get to this anyway. Like, I don't know. Like, it just, I feel like people are acting like this is blindsided and they're doing it just because they hate us. So this, I just feel like none of the energy seems to be in the right place, and really all the talk seems to be a lot of noise just being like noise. Like, I
like
don't know.
here's the thing.
Maybe,
Like it's
yeah,
better
like I
that
said,
now
I'm just
that
like
people
looking
are
at it like, what
aware.
is this?
And like at least people now are aware of like, okay, now that you realize that, hey, yeah, your consumer rights are basically squat, and like now you should be doing more effort into making sure that you own the stuff that you are buying.
I mean,
Like
I
better
agree, but
now
like,
to do that
but
now,
look,
where back then they didn't even realize that was a thing. Like, sure, yeah,
I mean,
but
also, like, here's
doing
my thing though. Back then, with the physical disc, you don't really own that any more than you do the digital file. Because if the company, like, shuts the game servers off, your physical disk does nothing. Because there's no goddamn servers on their end up. So that disk does nothing.
For an online game, yes, that disc would almost do nothing because you would need the servers to set it up, and which is where the stop killing games would come in. They would make sure the
I
whole point of
mean,
that legislation
every
that's
single
happening
player,
right now.
so, like, I can go play Dragon Age Inquisition right the fuck now. That's a PS4 fucking game. That game's servers are dead, but it has a single player. I own the game. I can install the file and boot it up and play the fucking game all I want. What difference is that from a disc then? None. Zero. Except it doesn't waste space in my room. Like, I don't, like, I could, if I had the machine that could run it, which, by the way, most machines are not backwards compatible for this exact reason, which is a thing people did not make enough noise about, strangely enough.
Yeah, it's one of the things I
Like,
was
you know what I
annoyed.
mean? Like, if you take any game, disc-wise, like, how old is the game? You know what I mean? Like, we hit a point where stuff was stored on a back end and a server somewhere because that's where we went. Should have complained about it then. Like, complaining about it now, like, it's too late. It's gone. It's already gone. It's been gone. You can't stop that now. What you can do is focus on what we have now and make sure that the longer term digital lifespan we're looking at isn't going to leave us with nothing, in the sense that the physical did the same way. Like, I don't know. I feel like none of the focus makes any sense. Like, other than a few handful of people who actually, like, see the bigger picture of, like, okay, we really need to focus on, like, ownership of digital things and not letting companies just shut down things or stuff like that. I mean, like, all that should be way more at the forefront than, like, yelling about physical media that no one was buying in the majority of, like, thing anyway. Like, I don't know. For a thing that's clearly not a thing people buy a lot of. Like, the amount of noise does not equate, I guess, is my stickling point. The amount of
Okay.
noise does not equate to the numbers. You're like, yeah, but, like, for the amount of noise there is, 98% of you have probably not bought a physical thing in 20 years. Because if you had, then they wouldn't be making this decision. Because it would be selling really good. Like, you want something to stick around, you gotta prove it. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same shit when we see, like, some, like, boycotts only work when you commit. You know, half-assing it doesn't achieve anything. Like, you take a firm stance when you take a stance on things. The average human being doesn't, dude. Not even close. And I feel like the average Yogi Bear doesn't really even understand why they would even be arguing for physical media. They just, like, see a thing being taken from them. They don't even, like, understand what's being taken from them. They're just, like, mad at the lack of option, but it's like, one, you weren't picking that option. Two, do you understand the differences between the two option and the overlap of the option? And three, the fact that really you don't own that physical disc any more than you do the digital file. It's just a different format. Servers off, servers off. Like,
And online, yes.
the
And single
moment,
player, normally you should still be able to play like I could
the
still boot up like my what's
Yeah,
called
but I can
Paper
do that
Mario
with my
Thousand Year Door
digital
disc.
files that are single player. I can go play every fucking digital file on my PlayStation 5 right the fuck now that's single player. Even if it had an online aspect, I just can't connect with that aspect. That's no different than a physical disc I have. Except the
That's the only
difference
thing.
is
The
my
only thing is that
physical PS3 and PS4 discs don't work in my fucking console. But my files do. Like,
the only thing is that the PSN network just went down recently, and there
okay,
was
so that's such a alright,
issues.
yeah, so that
No.
can't be brought up. That can't be brought up. Networks go down all the time. Like,
Yes, networks go off all the time, but the thing is that when they were trying to access their games on the digital space, some people had issues because the network
And the
couldn't
only
verify the
reason they made
games.
that much noise about it is because of the physical disc thing. Otherwise, it would have just been a normal, oh, PSN is down. Like, every network goes down and we'll have moments where it goes down. Hell, sometimes people deliberately take it down. Like, we're just reaching
Yes.
for straws. Like, you can't bring up the network going down in this conversation as if that's not a thing that happens all the time, completely
Yes,
irrelevant of this
but
conversation. Like,
well,
that's
no, it's
just
still
like
relevant
cherry
because the thing is
picking.
that if something goes down, like if for some reason they need to do maintenance, which happens, that's a very common thing that can happen. They're like, "Hey, we need to take down the network because we need to do maintenance." But the thing is that if during that maintenance I cannot play any of my digital games because they're requiring me to have an online access to the network for some reason, even though it's a single player game and I don't really need to connect to the internet, but they're requiring me to get next to the internet to play
Sure,
it,
that doesn't
and it's
change that
down,
you're
then that
putting in a
means I
physical
cannot
disc
play the
then.
game at that time. And a
That
physical
doesn't change.
disc,
No, it doesn't change that.
the thing is that with
Your physical
the
disc
thing,
still needs to connect to the thing. That's why games have updates that still have to go when you put the physical disc in. That's been a thing since PS3. Like,
yeah,
the
if
physical
you're
disc
needing to
doesn't
update the
bypass
disc,
their
but
thing being down.
if you need to update the disc, you could update the disc through digitally, but sometimes you could literally say no, and sometimes the disc will still play through. Given that those updates could be bug fixing updates, but you could say no, I don't want them, and you could still play the game.
And then
And
your
that
save
was
might get corrupted because of this shit.
exactly that is the chance that
So
you're
that just
taking, and that
that just
sucks.
so it
And
just sounds like you're asking for a shittier thing that no, like, what are we asking for here? Physical media to exist in the way it has, in a way that's really not any better than digital. It just is a physical thing, but because everything's connected to the online these days, the physical media doesn't actually have the fucking isolation it used to have from the digital because we didn't stop that from happening. Like, again, the issue that's really important here, we missed the chance to fucking do something about that 20 goddamn years ago as a society. Like, being mad about it now just seems really weird. I don't know. I live in reality. I don't live in fake world where I address problems that are 20 years old. That it's like, no, we can't stop this now. We got to work with what we got now and go from there. Maybe we can come back to that. But like, I, I've seen nothing of substance in any of this other than what you've brought to the table. Like, all throughout online. Everything, even from people who usually seem to have a level head, it's just like, yeah, you're just yelling no physical disc. Bitch, when's the last time you bought one? Where is it? Show me. Like, the numbers aren't lying. People ain't buying them. Like, the physical disc also for, like, so much of my lifespan now, like, no. If the thing's down, putting my disc in doesn't do shit 90% of the time. It needs to have the thing on because that's how they designed it. And we didn't make enough noise, real noise of value with like actual movement behind it to stop that from happening. So, like, guess what? Even if the physical discs were here, nothing would change. Network down, network still down. Boo-hoo. Like, I just feel like it's all a bunch of hot air. Because no one's actually realizing that, like, yeah, we've been here for a while. This isn't new. This has been happening every year, less physical, more digital. This has been happening for 20 years nonstop. It's not going to stop now. You can't, like, be opening your eyes now and being ready to whine about it. Like, where the fuck were you 20 years ago? Like, I don't know. Like, I just do not agree with the incandescent seething rage that's being directed at them for this decision. And it's like, I own 3 physical games, I think. 2, maybe? Like, yeah, I'm most people. Most people don't. Because they made it really easy to not have to do that. And the moment I put... you know what moment I stopped, like, buying physical media was? The very moment I came home with a physical disc, put it in, and still had to download an update and wait for the servers. And I was like, what the fuck's the point, then? Like, I just don't see any good coming of, like, the current attitude and energy behind the whole, like, every video, every stream, every anything. We'll buy it when I have my physical disc, because it's like, no, you won't. You're just a sheep. You're not actually mad about this. Well, you'd be on every Xbox video. I don't like the double standard. I don't like the fact that it all seems just copy pasta bullshit noise. I don't like the fact that no one actually seems to have a back and forth conversation about, like, okay, what are the pros and cons of digital and physical? And we also have to talk about the fact that there are different eras of physical media. There's, like, physical media in the 90s, and then there's physical media in the digital age. Those are two different things. Right? Like, and preserving them or protecting consumer rights of those things is a different conversation and a different fight. And it's one we've never fought as a society. Like, I feel like if we're trying to make things better, the focus more now than ever needs to be completely away from physical. Because they're letting it go, and we can't force them not to. We don't have that kind of power. But we might still have the kind of power if we focus now that in the long run, we can make digital ownership better and clearer and safer for us. But we gotta focus the fuck up on that now, instead of being a bunch of whiny babies about shit that nobody was buying anyway. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna, in 20 years, be having the same goddamn conversation. You know what I mean? Like, it's just frustrating.
Yeah, no, it's. I think it's just more frustrating that because companies have this much power, and we want to put power into the hands of the consumers, and that's what's kind of happening right now. But with way legislation has been going on, it's been basically kind of been always putting up walls and more walls, and like it's a little bit defeating, but like we still have to keep attempting to do more and more so that way we can make sure that consumers are protected from stuff like this, because you say Xbox, but Nintendo can do that as well. Steam can do it as well. GOG is, I think, the only company right now on the digital service area that if you buy a game from their store, you basically keep all the files and all the executables,
Yeah,
so
that's
that
my
you can
point,
literally
though,
put
is
it like
like,
on a pin drive or
all
something,
the
and like you can,
noise about no physical is purely directed at Sony when that doesn't even make sense. When, like,
because
at least Sony had the decency to announce it. Xbox did it in, like, an offhand interview, and that's why people don't really know about it, because they didn't put up a big-ass fucking from Sony Xbox announcement about how, yeah, the Helix is trying to go all digital too, and if it doesn't, it'll have a disc that just downloads a digital thing, and then that disc does nothing. So it's a
Mhm.
waste of physical media. So now you're paying for an empty fucking bag of chips. But because everyone's a sheep and a fucking brainless, gormless piece of shit, they saw the big announcement, which, granted, sucks, even though I don't buy physical media. That's still bad. My point isn't that it's not bad. My point is that being this mad about it and only going after Sony when, like, yo, hey, every company ever in the world, homie, everything ever. You don't own shit as a consumer. Like, let's be honest, we own very little in this world.
Yeah, no, we
Like,
really
like,
do.
like, like, this isn't new. This isn't Sony becoming the evil villain. Oh, see, Sony's always trying to, blah, 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 and that's how they're treating it. They're treating it as a dog pile on Sony to just be part of the noise. They're not treating it as a movement to protect ownership, which is what it should trigger. Whether that ownership is digital or physical, or both, or a hybrid, irrelevant. Doesn't matter at all, actually. Zero, like, importance. What matters is the clarity and safety safeguards you can put of ownership of something you spent your money on. The form that thing takes is irrelevant. Whether it's a flying car or a jetpack or a digital file or a book or an ebook or an audiobook or a film reel, a microfiche, like I can insert any fucking thing here. It doesn't matter. You're still focusing on the wrong goddamn fucking thing because people are fucking sheep. And this is why we're in these problems. This is why we gotta spend nearly an hour trying to fucking educate people on this from two very different but somewhat overlapping viewpoints as two people, while I, like, feel what little hair I have left on my head going white in real time out of fucking frustration, because there's gonna be some schmuck somewhere who listens to this and who's like, you're just a Sony shill. Fuck yourself. You're so dumb. You're so dumb. You are brainless sheep. You're like zombie sheep. Zombies and sheep are somehow more individualist and intelligent than you and see the grander scale of things going on. You're late to the fucking party by so much that the party's been over for 20 goddamn years. Like, it's maddening. It's maddening because it's a bunch of nothing. This is gonna fizzle in 2-3 months tops. No one will care. Not a soul will give a shit. All these people making all this noise. Because in the way this world works, in the way this industry works, first of all, we could be at World War III any day now. I can't tell what's going on, so that's a thing. Second of all, the video game industry lurches rapidly at warp 10 from one catastrophic announcement to another. There is gonna be like 6 other things that happen. Like, and again, like you said it perfectly. I mean, we know Xbox is gonna do this. I guarantee you.
Yeah, and Nintendo like
will be
even
next.
has the same clause as Sony with
of
if you're
course
not
they
if you don't have an
'cause
active
they're all the
Nintendo, like they could
same.
just remove it. So
Like the fact, like you want to talk about, and if we're talking interesting video game scumbags, Nintendo's number one. Why do you think that shit's only on Nintendo, homie? You want to play a Mario, you buy the Nintendo. You don't see them sharing. Why would they? They're gonna make you buy their thing. How's that any different? Whether it's physical or digital, they don't give a fuck. Like, shit, that company fucking nickel and dime you with the original Switch. Do you remember how much it cost after the controllers, the cords, the extra dongle so it can connect to the internet, the thing it always has to fucking do? Like, and we're gonna harp about discs this loud? Things you don't even buy? Now? Now we're gonna make this noise? Go fuck yourself. That's kind of how I feel. It's like, no, you're too dumb and you're too late even if your intentions are good. And you're too dumb. Like, the lack of this back and forth is the problem. And the lack of, again, the focus is supposed to be consumer safeguards and clarity on ownership of things you spent money on that you rightfully earned and rightfully bought, regardless of what that thing is and whether it's physical or digital or a fucking burger you ate. Like, man, like how many movies have been about this shit where it's like, no, that's on loan. Your body, it's on loan. We are like laughably teetering towards that in real time, and people are too dumb to see that. And that's why this pisses me off, is because there is so much a bigger scale and scope of all this that and nuance of conversation that needs to be happened. And what do we get? 2 weeks of, oh, but if it's physical, I can't wait for physical release from a bunch of anonymous fucking January 6er accounts, and probably no real good change will come of it, and you and I will have this conversation again in 10 years when somehow we're in, like, remember old digital where we owned it a little more and now we're renting all of our games again digitally? Like, we're just, humanity's too stupid is the problem. I have no faith in that we're gonna get like a better.
I honestly think by the end of the year we will see really how things are gonna like shift, because by then supposedly by September Sony will have their basically a quarterly report, I think, of like how things are in terms of like their sales and whatnot.
I don't think
by
I mean,
November
dude,
we'll supposedly have
know.
GTA. We'll have GTA 6 out, and by then we'll see how many.
GTA 6 has
We will
already
see.
made more money than any game ever, dude. They already announced it. Pre-orders are already through the fucking roof. It's made billions already. It's probably one of the best-selling game, maybe the best-selling game of all time. It's going to be. It's GTA.
That is what we're gonna see.
No, there is no we're gonna see, my homie. You are giving way too much faith in humanity here, and I love you to death, but you believe in a brighter day that will not come. We don't live. You live in Texas. We don't live in that world, homie. We don't live in that world, my brother. I love you like you are my own blood, and I love the optimism. One of us has got to hold the sunlight up, because it sure as fuck ain't me, because we don't live in that world. I gotta be fucking
whimsy or this world is gonna kill me. I gotta be whimsy.
You can have your whimsy. Just know that it is pure whimsy. You are huffing pure whimsy right now, and I envy you, because the high of whimsy faded for me by the time I was 8 years old.
Oh, shit.
I'm out here just huffing harsh realityism. I'm just like, nah, it hurts. Yeah, I know. More. I'll tell you when I've had enough. I'll die when I'm damn good and ready out of spite and not a goddamn thing else. Welcome to the Only Early Access podcast, where we have an hour-long conversation that scales everything from, like, society to life itself. Like, you know what? You want to know what? Like, we just like Orson Welles is just smiling in his grave at us. We're here on the podcast talking about things that, frankly, probably most of our listeners can't really grasp, and that a bunch of morons with neckbeards that maybe like know 2 quotes from 1984 like to quote. You know, like those stupid people, smart people kind of thing. That's the energy of this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I think their sales are gonna be fine because everybody buys all digital anyway, and I bet you more than half, probably, let's be honest, based on the sales numbers, like 80% of the people making noise about the physical, bitch, you probably already pre-ordered that Call of Duty. It's Modern Warfare 4, baby. It's GTA 6, baby. The world's awful all the time. Of course you already
I
pre-ordered
mean,
the
I,
thing
I
that
mentioned
makes
this
you
when we were
escape
talking
for
about
a little
the
bit.
generative AI stuff. Like, I remember saying specifically there was that one post I saw where it was a picture of a Steam group called Boycott Modern Warfare 2. And then, like, sometime after Modern Warfare 2 came out, when you would look at that same group, everyone was playing Modern
Mm-hmm.
Warfare 2. Essentially,
Mm-hmm.
like, I
You know
know
what's
how
funny is
bad
I remember
gamers can
you
be when it
saying
comes to
the AI.
boycott and
See,
stuff.
the AI, like, making games lose profits is actually happening, but there's a reason for that. It's because the AI makes shitty, bad products, whereas the other thing we're talking about is, like, good product physical or digital. And now the option will only be digital in a year and a half. Those are 2 very different things. And one of them has a lot of fake anger, and one has a lot of real anger. And let's keep in mind that the AI bubble does exist and has forever irrevocably damaged the cost of memory, which is fucking every gaming platform from PC to handheld ever that will ever exist ever. But there are enough dumbasses in the world that the AI bubble got to exist in the first place. And need I remind you, in case you all forgot because it's been a minute, NFT, motherfucker. I have no faith in people when it comes to them having intelligence and, like, the ability to actually focus where we need to focus as a people, as a society, trying to engage in entertainment that doesn't leave us soulless and deprived of everything in a world that's constantly trying to force us to look away. Like, bro, we're only human, but a lot of us are a lot dumber than the rest of us. We went through the NFT thing for how goddamn long? We're still in the AI thing. Only really now in the last year is any, like, real momentum against AI finally fucking building. This bubble is probably not gonna burst for another 10 years or some shit. Like, you know what? I don't fucking care that the physical media is going. It's been going my whole life. I'm from the 90s, baby. I've forgotten more things about forms of physical media than you even know exist. Like, motherfuckers don't even know what a VHS and a floppy disk is. You think I give a shit if they sell me a disc? Like, I don't know. I'm jaded. I can't care anymore. I just don't. This shit comes and goes, man. In 20 years, like, who cares, bro? You'll be putting your fucking super AI tube into your brain or whatever, because you'll just buy it. You're not smart. You're not gonna think about the repercussions. You don't care. You just want the thing. Don't lie to me and tell me you don't when history shows I'm right. I don't want to be right, but I am. This shit sucks. It's probably always gonna suck. And if it gets a little better in my lifetime, that'll be nice. But it ain't gonna get a lot better. I don't have the faith that we, as a species, are going to make those big leaps and bounds over things like this, let alone other stuff like equality for people and all this other stuff. And yes, all those things are intimately tied because that's how societies run. Like, man, we're not gonna. This is no brighter days. This is what it is. Like, it sucks, but, like, I don't know. I don't think anything is gonna come of this. I don't think anyone's gonna change their tune. I can't wait for the era of when they finally catch on that Xbox is already doing that. Nintendo's probably gonna follow suit. You'll have the holdouts like GOG and maybe 1 or 2 others that, like, fight the good fight. But the
Mhm.
reality is the big dogs at the top that hold all the cards and all the money. The only way to really make them do something is to put your money where your mouth is. Except that only matters if mass majority do that. And like you said, boycott Modern Warfare 2, every single motherfucker was there playing it. Every single fucking one. Fake protest, fake, like, movement energy is a massive problem in the modern day. People, like, think about, like, you're still on Twitter, so think about how many times there's been a, like, Twitter movement, you know, like Macklemore sings about it a lot, and someone's just like, yeah, you'll show up with the tweet hashtag Black Lives Matter, but like, you know what I mean? Like, you're just part of the noise. You don't actually have any individual even thought process about this. You're just sheep. You're just monkey see, monkey do. That's the problem here. Most of it's all noise. We as people just actually don't give a shit as a collective enough. Like, and when we do, we can't agree on where we need to give a shit. So, I feel like I'm watching a bunch of monkeys throw a bunch of poop at a wall about rocks they stopped picking up 30 years ago, 20 years ago, and then in the next handful of months, by the time the year rolls out, it'll be the Game Awards. Everybody's happy again. Oh, GTA 6 is here. My life is perfect. Blah 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 blah. Then they'll be like, hey, okay, it's 2027, so now we gotta talk about the election for the entire year. Have we avoided World War III yet? Still cool. I don't know if nukes are going off. Like, the water is probably still poisoned in fucking Flint. That's probably still not clean. Like,
Well, I mean, we still have the whole outbreak going on with
what?
still
What?
vegetables and like
Where? Where? What do you
everywhere
mean?
in the U.S. right now.
What do you
There's like a
mean?
bunch of like
Yo, no, I know. That's my point. That's kind of just, yeah. I really don't think this shit matters, homie. I don't think it matters in the fucking slightest. I
yeah.
think it's the most nothing thing in a while, and I feel like I shouldn't feel like this, but I'm looking back on the life I've lived and just the history of us and as a society, as a world, as an industry, as entertainment, and I'm just like, yeah, we've been headed here unsubtly for my entire lifetime. I don't know why we're all surprised. I was like, y'all didn't see that coming? It's a big neon sign every year, every 2 months, basically, for the last like 25. Like, I like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I got nothing other than just like disappointment when I hear about this, when I see the noise, because I know that noise is gonna die. Or we get the worst outcome. The noise doesn't die, but you'll notice, oh man, their sales are doing good. Wow, digital sales are up. Every comment still, I'll buy when it has physical, but digital sales are up. That is terrifyingly very likely to happen. And when that
Yeah.
happens, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm not even gonna be smug. I'm just gonna like cry silently with my mic muted. Like, I hate this. I hate all of it. I just want to play my video games and escape for a little bit, man. I'm not here to save the world. I gave up on that a long time ago. I envy you your whimsy. I'm out here hard fucking injecting realism into my veins every day. Yeah, so that was a whole thing.
Yeah. That's been the Sony thing as of this moment. So.
Next gen consoles are going to be expensive. You're probably not going to
Yep.
get them until 2028, 2029, maybe 2030 at best. RAM is never going down to the prices it was before AI. If it ever does, that's going to take a really long time. It will be a slow drop. So, no matter where you game, get fucked. Regardless of whether it was physical or digital, get fucked. Like, genuinely just get fucked is the name of the game, people. I don't know what you think you've been playing. Fun little comment I saw on the one of the only positive comment I've seen, just in the sense of this person, they're with you on the whimsy. They're definitely on whimsy as well. They have whimsy on them for sure.
Oh.
And the comment was on one of the PlayStation I think it was on the Wolverine one or something. It was like, they said no discs. That doesn't necessarily mean no physical. What if they're moving towards SD cards? Smaller, easier to
Dude,
manufacture,
that would be
more
great.
reliable,
That would be fantastic.
loads faster, stores more data. And I was just like, yeah, that would be great. I'd love that. I probably wouldn't buy any because I'll just buy digital because it's easier. But like, that'd be cool. I'm down for that. But again, one. That's the one whimsy comment. Was that you? Was that you with the alt account?
I wish it would have been me. I wish I would have been that smart.
We're just gonna play. It's okay. One of us has to keep the hope alive in this podcast, and it's certainly not me. Yeah, I think that would be cool. I bet you it's probably just all digital. I mean, the fact that both these consoles had a digital only version and you pay extra for the physical should have told you everything. I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure the last consoles eventually came out later with a slimmed down only digital version that was cheaper and everybody was really happy about it. Remember how well those digital only sleeker, smaller, better cooling, took up less space, looked nicer consoles sold? Remember that they constantly sold better than the physical ones? Oh, gee. Oh, did we do this as consumers? Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Fun fact, even if we didn't, they would have done this decision anyway. It's all fucked. It's all fucked. What's Riddick say in the movie? It's all gotta go down the drain some point, right? Fuck it.
I don't think I've
Enjoy
seen
it
the
while
Riddick
it's here.
movie, so
You've never seen the Riddick? Oh my god. That's the real sin. You've never seen any Riddick movie?
no, I don't think I
Come
have.
on. Why don't you watch movies, bruh? We're
Uh,
lucky this isn't a movie podcast, or this would be a terrible show.
Terrible. Yeah, that's why terrible podcast. Thank God.
You know what? I will believe in this little person's whimsy. I would love SD cards. I would still probably only buy digital, but I think that would be funny. I think
That
it'd
would
be
be
funny
cool.
I think it would be hilarious if Sony was like, yeah, we just said no more discs. Like, homies, CDs don't we don't even use CDs anymore. It's all Blu-ray, and we barely use that.
Got these little cool chips that we've developed now.
Do you think the no buy if no physical disc people like understand that like you can just like inherit a box of tapes that like fucking Super 8 tapes and have no way to play them?
I'm gonna be so. It's gonna be
Do they
so funny if we
understand
go
that
back
this has
to.
been a thing that's happened to every generation over hey, physical things get phased out and replaced, if not by it's just now they're being replaced by digital things. Before that, they got fucking phased out and replaced by other newer, better physical things, motherfucker.
It'd be
Like,
really
we've
funny
been
if we
doing
somehow
this
regress all the
forever.
way back to cartridges again. It's like, guess what? We're doing cartridges again. This is
I hate this. There's no good here, is my point. And everybody's making all this noise like they're gonna make it better. You don't even know what better is. You're over here complaining about being stabbed in the stomach while you've also been shot in the hip. Like, you're just too stupid to notice. Like, what are we doing here? I fucking hate people. I hate humanity. It just continues to disappoint me. God, give me some good news. Let's get out of here. Give me some good news. Nobody can. GTA sucks. Everyone's an idiot. They're all gonna buy it. The pre-order is insane. Like, you gotta get the special deluxe super version to have access to the fake digital stores in your fake digital world where you can later convert your real money at a bad conversion rate to digital money to buy the cool jacket that you used to be able to earn by playing games. Remember when you could earn things by playing the games instead of paying for things inside the game that are already there, but locked behind a real-time
oh,
paywall? Yeah, let's complain about discs instead of this. We're so good at this. God, I am really just bitter and jaded at this point, huh?
yeah. What happened to Stella? That was at the start of the podcast. You know.
She'll be back when we get to the good part of the news.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
There is good part of the news.
What's the good
Would you
news?
like? TennoCon happened. Digital Extremes is like one of the most transparent, healthy relationships as it gets these days with a fucking community. They showed off the Warframe update coming late this year in December. We're going to Tau, whole new star system, new planets, new moons. It's like a Blade Runner-esque neo-noir thing. You play a detective Warframe voiced by Matt Mercer, who smokes a metal cigar. It's fucking awesome. There's a jazz lady singing. It's awesome. It's really cool. That company's great. I like their games they make. Hey, Soulframe showed off War Songs, the newest Fable. Mounts are coming. Fucking backstory, building the world out larger. No idea when actual release will be yet. Probably still several years. Can't wait. That game's great. Both those games are really good and a lot of fun, and you should engage with those because they're really good. Modern Warfare's open beta is August 28th to September 1st. It's early this year. That threw me. It's usually late September. I'm going to try the open beta and decide what I think about it. I'd like it to be really good because it would be nice if it was just really good. Could you imagine a world... You have the whimsy. Tell me about a world where Modern Warfare 4 is actually just really good with no AI, Vaughn. Sell me some whimsy right now. How much is it going to cost me?
Uh,
Are you out of whimsy?
Bethesda?
No. I said Modern
Oh,
Warfare 4 open beta is August 28th and September 1st, early this year. Imagine a world where it's good. You're the whimsy You're the whimsy taker. Sell me whimsy. Do you not have any whimsy for me? You promised whimsy, and I can't even buy
whimsy
any?
hold on. For Modern Warfare 4, I don't know what kind of whimsy I can bring you. We
What if it's
we
just
both
good
have
with no
already
AI?
we both have already put our burdens to the side, and we realized Call of Duty might not be our thing for 10 years. We haven't even passed the first year, so we gotta we have our time
so sell me the whimsy. What if? Isn't that
what
the
if
point of the
what if
whimsy?
Modern Warfare 4 is
What if
good?
it's really good and there's no AI involved, and what if it's just like actually good?
That would be great. That would be fantastic.
Wow, awesome, cool. That sounds great. I'd like some of that. If that can be can I convert that whimsy into realism that I can hold in my hand, say in some kind of disc shape? That's right, you motherfuckers. I came back for you. I came back to get you one last time. You know why? Because I like to kick them when they're down. I'll be back next time. Anyway, yeah, that's happening. Beast of Reincarnation appears to be really, really incredibly amazing. Everyone says Game Freak cooked.
Okay,
So
that's good.
it's on my list to get at some point. Again, I'm gonna start working next month finally, so like I'll be able to get hands on these things maybe a little sooner than things have been. Star Wars games might be hitting the highest point in years, Vaughn. Zero Company looks fantastic. Galactic Racer is just Burnout 3. And Midnight Club with Star Wars pod racing. Casey Hudson's doing some kind of fucking Old Republic shit. Surely there's no darkness coming to the galaxy, but wait, what's that? What's that in the distance? Oh no, it's the Saudi Public Investment Fund, approved to own EA, which owns Respawn. I'm not getting that third Cal Kestis game, am I?
Nope.
Where is it? Not a peep. Been working on it for like 5 years. Not a peep, not a name, not a concept art, not anything. Just weird EA stuff, and then Jared Kushner and Saudi and AI firms. I'm not getting that third Cal game, am I? I really feel like I'm not getting that third Cal Kestis game, and I'm mad about it. Laufey is 2/16/27, early next year. BlizzCon is September 12th, 13. You got a BlizzCon hot take? I know you're not a big Blizzard guy. You got a BlizzCon hot take? Give me a Jaded Stella hot take, and then give me a Whimsy Vaughn hot take.
Oh Jesus, okay. Jaded Stella thing.
Yeah. Hit me with that good shit, Doc. Just tapping.
No, this is the bad one. I'm hitting you with the bad first.
Yeah, no. I said hit me with that good shit, Doc. Tapping my fingers like I've got like a rubber band around it for the brain. Hit me with that good shit, Doc. With the Doc with the swirly face, with the wispy face. Hit me.
Whatever expansion for Diablo 4 is coming out is gonna come out with some bad changes.
There is no expansion coming out. They just had it. It can't be Diablo 4. Diablo 4 is not
it's gonna be announced for the next expansion.
There's no way. That's crazy. They just had this one come out like a month ago.
It's a sneak peek, and then that sneak peek is people gonna think that's gonna be something good, and then it's gonna be something bad.
That's the jaded Stella take, is that it's gonna be Diablo 4 news that's too early, and then we'll have to forget about it. So it's like a Diablo Immortal take, but bad? Oh, I don't like this. Yeah. Alright, what's the Whimsy take?
Whimsy take? Fuck it, I don't know. Hearthstone gets another expansion, but now all their packs are
more free than ever. I don't know. Fucking know.
Oh, wow, that is some heavy dose whimsy. I don't know if I can handle that much whimsy. I imagine there'll be some stuff about WoW, and I don't care. Hots is forever dead. That's not happening. I don't give a fuck about Hearthstone. Overwatch, I don't care. I don't expect any Diablo news. I have no idea what BlizzCon's going to talk about. I imagine it'll be a bunch of nothing. I'm expecting it to be a bit of a timid year. Like,
I feel bad for
Diablo's been...
QuakeCon.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Alright, it's time in a world where Xbox closes more
Like
video game
if
studios than
BlizzCon got nothing,
anyone
QuakeCon, I
ever
don't know. I don't think
has.
it got nothing either. And BlizzCon
Like,
is still active.
in a world where Xbox has the biggest layoff of all of the video game industry in a single moment with more to come, including showing off Ninja Theory's new Senua game purposely with the hopes of marketing it to be bought by other people. Double Fine is going back to independent. I think it's Emotion Games. They made oh fuck, what is that game called? West of Midnight? South of Midnight. South of Midnight.
South of Midnight.
They're going back to being independent, both them and Double Fine. Ninja Theory and someone else, I forget who, are going to be owned by unnamed new like owner. And then fucking the most heartbreaking
Team
one.
Ninja.
No.
Oh.
No, not even close.
Damn.
Team Ninja is one of the studios that's being bought by an unknown person at the moment. Unknown party is gonna, so they're moving ownership. Double Fine and Emotion are going back to being independent. Team Ninja and someone else are being owned by another place instead of Xbox being sold off. This is the one that if this goes south, if this studio is dead because of this, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Arcane Leon has no idea what's happening to them.
Yes.
Because they are a French company, so, like, the French government is involved. Xbox is also being, like, sued by multiple unions who are saying that, like, Xbox has, like, 750 things they've not replied to in over, like, 2 years to all these unions. Just left them on red, like, literally breaking the, like, legal binding agreements. Meanwhile, Microsoft continues to invest super hard in AI and AI data centers, all while Xbox AI CEO Asha Sharma says that, like, they want to entertain 1 billion people daily with these decisions that they're making, and they're talking about, like, reorganizing Xbox, making it leaner and making it appeal more to people, but also going hard back to exclusives, but not really, only on some of them. Like, what is happening in this industry? There's nothing good here anymore. This sucks. Yeah, this just sucks. Like, I genuinely cannot keep up with the amount of Xbox fuckery that's happened in the last, like, month alone. It's, like, every day. It feels like some insane thing is coming out of the woodworks.
Yeah.
Like, the ongoing gag of, like, Xbox has no games, the gag has stopped being funny, and now, like, Xbox is holding a gun to my head via AI demanding I buy an Xbox, and I'm crying as a child. You going, but you don't have any games. You keep canceling everything. And they're just slowly loading the AI gun and putting it to my mother's head. Like, I don't know what the fuck's happening. Like, what is the plan here? To make the world's most expensive machine all digital with discs that only download a game once, thus defeating the point of the disc and making a bunch of people really mad, but also closing a bunch of studios having less unique properties than ever, and moving what you do have to console exclusive, except not really, because it'll still be on PC, where you'll lose majority too, because they already have a PC that can run it, and they're not gonna pay $1,000 for your super console. Like, what is the plan here? What are we doing? I feel like I'm just watching Xbox slowly strangle itself in the room. Like, I hate this. This sucks. Like, I just genuinely don't understand what's going on. Like, I just fucking, my head hurts.
Yeah. But I mean, speaking of Bethesda and their games, like Bethesda had to literally put out like a post so people would stop freaking out and be like, "Hey, we got actually stuff going on," and it's just
Of
like
course they've got
this
stuff
is
going on.
this is one of those like control.
Pointless. This post is pointless. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, because all they're saying is like, yeah, we're still working on Starfield. We got Fallout 76 still working. We got that Fallout mobile game still working. We got more. We got Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas coming out. We got
shut
Fallout
up.
5.
This is so stupid. Elder Scrolls 6 is still not done.
Yeah.
You should not give two fucks about anything in that announcement, and I love Bethesda games.
And they're working on Creation Engine 3 because Starfield is 2, I believe. And then they're working on a third one too, like so like
ES6 is not done. ES6 is not done. That's not gonna come out for like 2 to 3 more years. And y'all just fucking ate the fucking bait of a Fallout 3 and New Vegas remaster that's probably not gonna come out for another 10 years each respectively. Then a Fallout 5. Bitch, they did it to you again, except with more obvious bait, and you ate it up so deeply that you ignored that. Homie, how the fuck are they supposed to make these? They just lost a bunch of staff.
A bunch of people, yeah. Especially in the blading department.
They all lost staff. No one was spared. Not even big name Bethesda. Like, they all lost a bunch of staff, and then they put out this thing because Boss Xbox told them to, clearly. And it's the most nothing announcement ever. It's like, motherfucking ES6 was announced like 10 years ago. It's not out yet. Why are you getting excited by a Fallout, New Vegas, and fucking 3 remastered? Do you know how old and archaic those piece of shit games run? Those remasters are gonna take so long. Fallout 5? Homie, you're gonna be married and your kids are gonna be in college getting married by the time Fallout 5 comes out on the PS10. I'm gonna lose my voice yelling about how mad all these stupid idiots. Well, I want my physical disc. Oh, look at all this Fallout news. Oh, I don't even care about all the people that got laid off and don't have jobs, or that AI is draining all the water in the world. No, let's be mad about physical deaths, you dumb, dense, blind fucking sheep. You're all so stupid. You're also just egregiously so stupid. And the world will just, unfortunately, keep spinning. And here we are.
And here we are.
This is why people start smoking. Right here. This is why. This is why right here.
This is why people do drugs.
This is why I have a bong.
Not just smoking, they do drugs.
Exactly. This is why I have a bong with a fully packed bowl with 2 grams of really good weed in it. That's like 38% THC. And then I have a weed pen with 3 different strains in it, and all of them are in the high 30s as well. And I'm just sitting here like, yep. Let's just be mad about a bunch of dumb bullshit that we kind of set up the problem for, and then didn't care until it changed, and everything changes, and then we're not even fighting for the right things, and then, oh, look at all this Fallout Elder Scrolls news. That'll placate me for the next 5 years. Yeah, I bet it will, you fucking gerbil in a wheel. People disgust me. Like, so much. You're all so stupid. I'm so pissed at, like, the way people operate, and I'm just, like, watching this industry implode over and over on itself.
Over and over.
And I'm like, man, remember when games just came out and they were just out and that was it? And it was either good or bad or, like, whatever, but none of that really mattered back then, because it was just like, hell yeah. I like this thing. It's for me. And that was it. There was no online skullduggery. There wasn't studios closing all the time. We weren't constantly on the brink of war. We weren't having to be connected to online all the time. And by the time any of us were consciously aware of what the digital age was doing to us as a society and a species, it was too fucking late, man. Button's already been pressed. You're already holding that controller before you even learn to speak. It's too late. Time marches on. It does not go backwards. It marches fucking forwards. And it's too late. It's fucked. Everybody got skeletons in the closet now. Ain't nobody clean. There are no heroes anymore. They're all dead. Like, fuck. You got any good news? Everything was bad at the second half of that after that little bit of good. I'll enjoy those fall. Oh, hey, wait, Avowed 2 got canceled, even though it was like basically done, which is kind of whack. Doesn't even make sense, really. Like, if it's that close to being done, just finish it and sell it. Huh? So now we're gonna make Untitled Fallout game with Obsidian, who also lost staff.
Yep.
Meanwhile, ZeniMax has lost so much staff that they're not even sure how the fuck they can operate ESO in any capacity now. like all this is going on, and we're all just mad about a bunch of discs that 98% of us haven't bought in the last 20 years. But let's be mad about the discs. Meanwhile, Xbox
ID
also
lost
doing
so
the
much
same
of their
thing with
staff
the
as
discs.
well. Yeah.
Like we're watching like the AI bubble is bursting. The cracks are starting to form, and we're watching who's getting hit. And it's not the CEOs. It's not like these big companies will take their losses, and they will outlast every single one of us on the planet, including the people in charge of them. And they'll still be here, and it'll still be shitty, and it'll be another generation's problem, and ain't nothing gonna be solved, brother. Because people are stupid. They're little gerbos on a wheel. Like, the fact that people read that Bethesda news and just got mad hype. Like, and I'm saying this as a bitch that fucking loves these games and will play all of those games if I live to see them all come out. But I don't know why. Like, I look at that and like, that's so obviously like bold sizzle distraction from the mass layoffs and the fact that none of these companies
it
have
was
the
pretty much just like
resources to
it
do
was pretty much
this, dude.
like, as much as I would believe any of the stuff, like even I said that I think if they were to do Fallout 3 remaster coming out, I could see it being announced or whatever, like next year when they have like their big 30th anniversary thing or whatever. But like it really is down to it. This has all just been sort of like just pretty much just crowd control because they with all the layouts that they did, they're like, we need to do something to placate the players so that they think it's like, oh, actually everything's fine. No, there's nothing to worry about. When it's like,
and that's kind of,
you
I
all
guess,
just literally literally
you
gave
just swallowed it. You just swallowed it right up. And then to see that same energy at the PS Disc, and I'm like, I'm looking at what just happened on the Xbox end, and I'm like, okay, so all Sony has to do is the most basic drivel placate move, and you would drop the disc thing in a day. In a day, Vaughn. The only difference is Sony didn't even bother. They just said, fuck you. What are you gonna do? Whine about it? Sure, okay. Because they know they don't need to do anything about it. And that's the reality of the situation. That's what the fucking hard factual truth is. Xbox did something way worse than no physical media by 2028. Way worse. And then promised you the moon after they gutted the kingdoms. And you were just like, yeah, cool, we're gonna get the moon later. Like, even if they didn't fire all those people, think about the timeline of this. ES6 is still not done. That was with more people. Starfield still has content coming. They're like, Fallout 5 is in pre-production. Yeah, do you know what pre-production means? It probably means it's a fucking sketch of a logo on some guy's napkin at lunch and the name came up. Maybe they have a character drawn. Like, that means nothing. And then they're like, Fallout 3 New Vegas remasters, and I'm like, I don't think you understand how long it's gonna take to get to these. Like, it's like, again, they just, like, the most obvious smokescreen, here you go, idiots, ever. And it worked instantly. And the only difference to me is that PlayStation didn't bother to try to placate smokescreen you, feed you a little treat to make you forget about the discs. That's the only difference to me. If PlayStation did that, we wouldn't even have been talking about it the way we did. We would have just been like, yeah, and then PlayStation did the same thing on their end with to placate the no physical media. Like, the Xbox placate smokescreen worked so good, no one even seemed to caught that Xbox also said they're not gonna do the physical media. Like, we're fucked. It's fucked. I can't, there's not whimsy strong enough for me to take for this. It's so obviously fucked, and it just drives me nuts, and I hate it. I can't wait for Nintendo to announce some atrocious thing, and then be like, but look, game you love, by Nintendo.
Nintendo's not great. So.
Everyone's shitty. We're all gonna buy what we're gonna buy and not gonna buy what we're gonna buy, and no real amount of change is really gonna happen. That's like legitimately like how it's all about to break down.
Well, 2 other news.
Yeah. What do you got for me? You got some news for me?
Do I got news?
Is it good
See
news? Do
where
we
am
have
I?
good news?
I'm trying to think if I have any other good news.
Um.
I guess in terms of media sense,
Wait. I guess I could do some good
uh
news. Hey,
okay.
that Wolverine game looks really good. Hey, that Wolverine game looked good. It looked like a good Wolverine game. I want good Wolverine game. It looks like it's pulling heavily from some of the best Wolverine X-Men comics ever made. It looks really good. I want the Wolverine game. It looks good.
Well, I hope
I
you
bet
get
it's
a
gonna
good
be good.
Wolverine game.
Right? A good Wolverine game? That's like
I hope
telling
you get
me
it. I hope you get it.
that I'm well, spoilers, in September my purchases have pivoted and I'm buying. That's right, I'm buying in my digital file. I'm buying the Wolverine game, and then I'm also going to buy digitally Control Resonant, and I'm going to play them digitally on my PS5, and I'm going to have a really good time. I'm just roasting the disc people forever now. Just because,
Yeah,
like,
I
well, again, it's the fact that the moment Sony does any smoke screen, it'll disappear. You know it will. It's the same thing. It's just they didn't bother to smoke screen it. It's the only reason anyone gets mad about anything half the time in this world is that wasn't bothered to, like, as long as they wave a treat at you, most idiots will take a look at the treat, even though they know it's a treat. Like, we can't be the only 2 motherfuckers on the planet that looked at that Bethesda thing and be like, oh, wow, that's the most obvious. Look over here, don't look at the layoffs. Right? Like, we can't be the
yeah.
only people that thought that. But I bet you a lot of people thought that and didn't care. They were happy to have it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the problem.
Yeah.
They know that the treat is simply a distraction for things that, hey, by the way, they can kind of just wave that at you, wave the little sheet that says, look at all these things we're working on. None of those have to come out. You don't have any legally binding hold on these companies for any of those things they talked about to ever come out. Xbox could close down Bethesda tomorrow for all you know. Who's going to stop them? You? Me? No one. That's who. That's what we're in, right? Like, that's the reality, is that there is a very real possibility where, yeah, we'll get ES6. We may never see those remasters. What if ES6 comes out and Xbox says it doesn't do well enough and then has to do more cuts? That's very realistically possible, just because that's the stupid-ass world we live in. Then what? Well, then your next game takes even longer and has less resources, and if Xbox is demanding it hits at certain quotas to make profit, I mean, I can just play this game all day. As can you. Like, it'll just keep getting worse, guys. They'll just smoke screen the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing, and here we are again. I'm really mad at, like, the idiocy of us as a species today, and in general. I think I'm, like, actually having some kind of midlife crisis on this episode. Like, I'm really not happy with humanity and the decisions we make. We're not very good at this. Maybe that movie was right. Maybe we should put the monkeys in charge. They can't do much worse. I feel like it can only go up. I feel like we've had our time, you know? Maybe it should be a planet of something
Oh,
else.
Planet of the Apes.
Perhaps some kind of planet of the apes, if you will. Some kind of global asteroid, some kind of celestial rock in space of which some kind of primate-like creature would reign. Perhaps form some kind of society with rules and structure, because that worked out so well for us. We're fucked. We're fucked as a species. We are the most fucked thing on the planet, dude. You ever just, like, sometimes be
I
like, man, I bet it would be easier to just be like a beetle or something. No worries, no stresses, just beetle stuff.
yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be a cat.
Ah, yeah, that'd be cat. That'd be great.
Uh, shit. I'm trying to think if there's any other news I could think
Yeah,
of
that's
at the
dude,
moment.
it's so bad right
we
now.
have to. We have
It's
to
so
keep. We
bad.
can't keep backtracking. We can't keep.
It's been like 3.5 hours. Yeah, we gotta get going. Like,
We gotta get
legitimately,
going.
there
We gotta
might
get.
not be any good news. So if there's no more good news, we did a little bit of good news. There was a lot of bad news. A lot of bad news happened this month. What do you want from us? We had the big good month last month with the fucking the game show, and it was really hype, and we had a good time. This was depressing news month. I don't know what to tell you people. It happens sometimes. We're moving on. Hey, Doomsday got a trailer. Avengers Doomsday looks really good. I'm excited. I'm gonna go watch the thing. The new Spider-Man movie looks cool. I want to go watch it. That's cool. There's some good news. I like those movies. They're fun. You got a wish list? Whimsy me up. Tell me, sell me
let's
on a
see.
wish list. Let's wrap this fucking train wreck that's on fire, please.
God.
Oh my
See,
god.
did
Oh,
I
Mortal
add
Shell
any?
2 got a release date. It looks really good. Support small studios that make cool games. I liked Mortal Shell 1. I just wanted more. Now I'm getting more. That's good,
I have.
right?
Yeah,
Did you play
I
the
hope so.
Erosion playtest?
No, not yet. I've been on
Damn
the
it.
dead
Okay.
the
Okay.
Remio's Dead Man grind. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, we'll talk about that next time.
Yeah.
Yo, Tears of
Uh.
Metal is out. I don't own it yet, but I really, really want to pick it up because I played a lot of that demo over and over and over every Steam Fest. It's really good. I really like Tears of Metal. Go
Oh,
buy
I
Tears of
know. I
Metal.
know.
Support indie
I.
studios. There's my good whimsy news. Please go buy Tears of Metal. This game is awesome, and this studio's been working on it for a couple years. It's so good. You get to yell for Scotland. There's a button just for that. You get to kill colonizers and take back the land. Please support this game. It's great. It's called Tears of Metal on Steam. You should go buy it. It's really good. I think it's also on Xbox. It's unfortunately not on PlayStation. Damn you, Sonny.
Damn.
That's not my wish list though. Do you have your wish list yet? Would you like to pitch it?
I I haven't added anything new because there hasn't really been anything
Oh,
new I've
okay.
seen so far that I've
Okay.
been wanted
Okay.
to add.
Is
Sadly,
there no are you gonna get on the Galactic Racer with me when it comes out? You can do some pod racing
we'll
with your
see. We'll
friend?
see.
What do you
Maybe
mean we'll
hopefully
see?
I might
What
be
do you
able to.
mean?
We'll see. I'll see if I have the
I'm
chance to get
sad
it. I'll
now.
get it. If not,
I'm sad now. I'm forever sad now.
won't you be doing Blood of the Dawnwalker like during the month of
No,
September?
no, no. October is when the game is. The Galactic Racer is October. And no, because Wolverine got me. Wolverine got me. They showed me that story trailer, and I was like, oh, we're doing like a lot more than I thought we were gonna do with this. And then they were like, yeah, like Lady Deathstrike, Mystique. And I'm like, oh, did Jean Grey just like literally rip those dudes apart particle by particle? Yeah, that's fucking sick. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And then they were like, it's not an open world collectathon like the Spider-Man games. And I was like, yeah. Tight linear, like well-designed big levels that are nice and I'll remember instead of like a giant open world with a bunch of bullshit in it. Yeah. So then I had to pivot. Because at the time, I didn't get the license yet, so I didn't know when my income would start. So, but like, I'm still trying to not buy a whole bunch in 1 month because I have other bills and shit to pay. But I'm doing Wolverine and Control Resonant simply because I think it's going to be a lot easier to avoid spoilers for Dawnwalker and a lot harder to avoid spoilers for fucking Wolverine.
Wolverine. Fair.
I feel like avoiding the Wolverine spoilers will be impossible because I could not avoid either of the Spider-Mans. And I tried and both got spoiled. And I was like, oh, okay. So, I'm gonna play the Wolverine at launch. Fucking little known fact, Stella loves Wolverine. Wolverine's cool as fuck. That's not my wish list, but I'm really excited for that game. It looked good. I don't know. I don't have anything either. I mean, I've added stuff, but haven't looked into it enough to talk about.
I mean, like all
There's
the stuff
stuff.
I mentioned last month, like Sherman Gloom, the Abiotic, El Paso Elsewhere. And that's kind of like the only thing I think I've added. And then I did add like Stellar Blade, the original one, so I can get that
Yeah, that
once I
game's
get that
great.
before.
That game's great.
Yeah.
You should play that
So
game on the
I
super hard mode and tell me how much fun you have.
I see. I will maybe do that.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through my thing. I'm just like, I don't know. Go buy the thing you like. I don't know. What am I, your fucking mother? I don't gotta tell you what to do. You listen to this podcast for entertainment. You don't listen to what we actually say and what we actually believe. And we're all gonna do whatever the fuck we're all gonna do. And the world somehow, miraculously, as some cruel cosmic joke, will keep on ticking. Much like this podcast. And with that, at 3 hours and 40 minutes, we will see you next time, where hopefully we won't have another month of absolutely the worst news in video game history again.
God, I hope not.
You know, hope not. I'll probably beat the fucking thing by then. Hopefully. Expedition 33, so maybe then I can finally start chipping away at Liza P and eventually get to whatever the hell the Stella section of the DLC is that I've yet to see. I keep seeing things and being like, this seems like it's the spot, and then you're like, no, that's
No,
not
no,
it yet.
no.
And I'm like, what do you mean?
You will get there. Once you get there, I know it will be obvious. It will be like I swear.
Like at
it
this
will.
point, short of it just being incredibly gorgeous, buff, naked women, like what else could it be, Vaughn? I've seen so many things in the DLC where I'm like, he's got to be talking about this, the crazy blood statue, that was awesome, and you're like, no, that's not it.
No,
And I'm like, what about the hot puppet lady mommy? And you're like, no, that's not it. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, sort of just a bunch of hot puppet lady mommies. What else could there possibly be that's Stella coding?
Or you'll get to it. If you get to it, you'll get to it.
I'm gonna be disappointed. You're hyping this up. You're selling me whimsy that I can't buy again. And with that, we'll see you all next month.
See you next month.
Fuck.